Hey, folks, welcome to Bouncing Brains. I'm Sean Hatfield.
And I'm Freddy G.
Today on the podcast, we have comedians Ray Flowers and Christian Oviedo.
What's
Yo.
up?
This is where you say hello, yes.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
Hey,
y'all doing
real quick question. Is your name really Flowers or is it Flores?
No, it's Flowers, but it might
Holy
have been.
shit.
It might have been Flores in a past time because my granddad came from Belize to America, and in Belize they speak Spanish. So
Yeah, I know. No, I do know from geography class and all that shit. But,
yeah,
that's cool, man. So you have some Mexican in you, maybe somewhere down the
more
line.
than likely, yeah.
Not now, but
I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, we're right under Mexico, so
well, I don't know about that. I'm not under Mexico, but I got you. I understand. I completely understand. And you're somewhere from. We're still trying to figure that out, right, Christian?
Why you always got to make this racial?
I'm
Leave it to the white guy.
yeah, I'm from here.
Where's here, Christian?
McAllen.
Okay, because the people,
McAllen, Texas.
the people listening don't know where here is, so. And there's a lot of people listening, so all 6 of them need to know where you're from.
Wait, I thought it was 7.
Or 7. It's
Right.
actually 9. Sean, we're up to 9. We're up to 9 people.
I don't know.
We're almost
yeah,
there. We're almost into double digits.
from Texaco.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you only knew how uncomfortable they are right now, I think your pants are more comfortable than you are right now.
damn.
That's some
Is
shit.
that like a tight thing or?
Yeah.
They tight.
They tight pretty much.
Visual references on an audio podcast. This is beautiful.
Awesome.
Have you guys ever like thought like what it's like when people like? Have you ever seen a burn victim?
Yes.
Yes.
It
The-
sucks,
the-
right? Like,
yes.
The
it's
girl,
pretty-
I don't know why the fuck you're bringing that up, but the girl that got hit by the drunk driver, that's like the poster person for, you know what I'm saying? That has the missing face. It's not a joke.
Oh.
It's the one they show you in junior high. This is what happens when you do drugs. I was like,
Yeah,
bitch,
yeah.
that's alcohol. That ain't drugs. I know drugs when I see them.
Damn.
I mean, no disrespect to her, but
But alcohol is a drug.
yeah.
You know that one person? you know?
You know, when they try to convince you that marijuana's a drug and shit,
Yeah.
it's not a drug. Tylenols a drug.
Exactly.
But
Coffee's a drug.
I don't.
My kids don't do drugs. The doctors prescribe those pills.
Pretty much. So this is pretty much what it's about. This is how the podcast gets started. Have you ever? Serious question. Have y'all ever done a podcast before? Radio interview, porn, anything?
I don't know if we'd consider it that because like
What,
we have
porn?
we have
Oh. Porn?
huh? No,
Oh,
bro.
that's because I said porn and you're like, I don't know if I consider that. I was like, whoa.
No. We have our own show on.
Who's
on
we?
YouTube. Me and Alondra. We have,
Oh, nice. What do y'all do?
We do reviews and stuff, and we talk about movies. and
Like
whatnot.
Doug?
Yeah, just to be clear to the listeners, we have an unmiked guest in the studio, so if you're hearing laughing off mic, none of us are ventriloquists. That's an actual human being. But yeah,
Nor do we
man, I
have
was
a girly
gonna.
laugh. So.
So that was a serious question. Like Doug's movies? Or Doug likes movies? What's the name of that
Yeah.
podcast? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
See, it's real shit. I'm not making it
No,
up.
I know Doug likes movies.
Oh, like that?
I'm much
Is
more
that
of a
what you-
fan of
Yeah.
getting Doug with high.
Is that
So
really?
you not seen Getting Dug with
he
High?
also reviews
No.
movies?
He also reviews movies.
What
Yeah.
doesn't this guy do?
That's cool. I didn't know that. So
It's
on
just a
this
productive stoner.
That's what I was
See?
fucking stoner.
and there's not really no productive drunk. Well, I was a productive.
Oh,
drunk.
speaking of pothead shows and comics that are friendly to the region, man, have you guys seen Ingayo Bellum on what is it? Cooking with High or cooking?
No shit.
What is the name
Is
of
it
that
where
show?
they infuse like all the foods they
Yeah,
cook?
they bring
Yeah.
in a couple of stoners and they have to
Dude, I
judge
thought you were
it.
gonna say cooking with Doug.
Yeah. Have you ever had a chance to see Bellum? Bellum?
No.
The dreadlock dude that hosts the show? Dude, he's come
Hey,
down
just
here.
because he's black, I don't know who he is.
No, he's come. I wouldn't.
He's like, we don't all know each other.
I am colorblind, Ray. No.
Oh,
I
shit.
guess I'm
Clearly,
white.
haven't you seen this outfit? Of course, I'm colorblind. But no, I was gonna say he's been down here a lot of times. He's actually done the 420 shows down here 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, dude,
That is cool.
hilarious. If you like stoner comedy, that dude is.
What's his
top
name
of the
again?
game.
Bellium?
Ngayo
Ngayo
Belam,
Bel- yeah.
I think
Is
Is he like African?
the
I
name's
was
African.
about to ask
I
the
think I've
same
heard about
question.
He-
I'm
he
glad
basically
you
looks
asked
like
it,
an
'cause if I
old-
would have asked it, that sounds fucked
He's
up.
got like a style, like he's got wears like suits and he's got like unkempt dreadlocks.
Dude.
Like it's a weird fucking look. He looks like a professor at a sociological college.
Yeah.
Get it off your chest, Chris.
Weren't you and I, or were you there the last time he came down when he smoked us out? Like,
Yeah,
it,
the thing that didn't happen. Yeah, I was
I
there.
mean,
We live in
with
Texas,
his vaporizer,
where it's still fucking illegal.
You know, when he smoked us out, was damn. With his vape, you know,
Yes, Christian, I was
Smoked you
there.
out with his dick?
Was it a vape or a dick? I'm confused now.
I just love how you felt the need to finish the story. Yeah, man. No, I was there, man. I was there. Like
So whose dick was it? Does anybody know?
it was my dick, Freddy. That was the mystery.
So who was vaping the dick? You were Christian.
nobody-
I was
vaping
the vape.
dick? So you were vaping Sean's dick. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Freddie, you can't vape.
got all the
You can't
white
vape
smoke.
dick. You have to get cock and analog. That's the only way to get cock. It's
I have never.
And you know who else was there?
analog. Get
You
it?
know who
Nobody.
else was there, dude? You know who else was there? Un gallo. Like
What?
you get it?
Oh,
I
jeez.
get it. So, Mr. Flowers, about your last name, bro, because this is going in a direction that I don't think it's gonna end well. And yeah, I don't know about vaping people's stuff. But,
Vaping's awesome, dude.
You can't drop
Not
a
a
dick
dick, I
joke and then act
guarantee you
like you
that.
weren't involved, Freddie.
I have no recollection of what you're talking about. Anyway, Doug likes movies, but yeah. I had another question I was gonna ask.
my name?
So
It's
no,
the same
I
guy,
remember. So what is it that you do with your girlfriend aside from porn?
Oh, well, we do the porn,
Okay,
and then we edit the porn, and then we upload the porn. And then,
all right.
yeah,
Nice.
we put it online.
That-
But no, we
That fucking sounds like a productive day. A very productive day.
yeah,
Goals.
It's good exercise, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
Ma'am, do you have a friend with the same mentality?
Yeah.
With the same mentality?
Do I have a friend?
With the same mentality? Do the porn, edit the porn, put the porn. No?
No.
I think we've taken the joke as far as that one's going to go.
Yes.
No, but we do movie reviews. We do reactions. I know reactions and stuff are kind of lazy, but we've been trying to like boost our views, and so far we've gotten like 75 subscribers as of
Holy
late.
fuck.
What's the channel name?
Ray and Lonnie's reviews,
Right on.
and like lately I've been trying to be a little more creative because like I haven't done shit in a while.
Right.
And I've been editing videos to make them funny. Like I did this one where this like little midget girl is like she's trying to twerk and stuff. And I
You
put
can't
the
say midget,
Teletubbies
by the
over it.
way, just so you know.
Huh?
You can't say midget.
Oh,
They're supposed to be called little people.
oh.
I guess it's rude.
Shout out
But to
Clean and
be
Shorter.
honest, I've seen
Would
that
that
video.
work?
So I'm just saying you can't say it, but shout out to the midgets and shit.
Because they have short tempers.
Yeah, because they should have short tempers. And
And low self-esteem.
yeah. They get everything. They get everything half off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking with y'all, man.
Shout out Clean and Shorter.
I'm not gonna go. I don't know him like that.
We had the nuanced conversation about bigotry on the last podcast. This one's for the jokes, y'all.
Yes. The last episode was. I honestly felt for a second somebody was gonna get stabbed.
Sounds fun.
I haven't had my life in danger since I swam over here. Like that was the last time. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard when the immigration chases you and you can't run. That makes it difficult. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be surprised how far limping gets you. But yeah. So the way I got away, I actually had to just dropping fake a seizure. It wasn't that hard.
Oh,
Fuck y'all, that's funny. If y'all ain't laughing, y'all can kiss my crippled ass. But yeah, anyway, your reviews. So how often do y'all do that shit?
we've been kind of on and off, but like I've been trying to bridge the gaps with videos that I edit. Like I'm in the midst of working on one. It's gonna be like of Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't want to say too much, but I hope it's funny enough for people. But like I'm not sure. And then there's this one with Michael Jackson and his brother. Like it's stuff like that.
Word of advice, and this is not a joke. When you're gonna put something out, whatever content it is, if it's a video, mine and Sean's podcast or whatever, don't let your overthinking of like, is it funny enough, fuck with you, because then you'll end up like not putting anything out.
Yeah, the prevailing philosophy of this podcast is fuck editing.
Yeah. The
Fuck me, right?
the
No
handicap
homo. Don't fuck me.
the handicap section of
Wrong crowd to
Pornhub
throw out invitations,
was
right?
there because of me, bro. I was like, what if they don't watch it because I'm handicapped? And then I got 1 million views. Well, it was probably because of the paraplegic midget that I started with, but anyway. You
gotta be
motherfuckers
hard.
need to work on your sense of humor.
Hey, dude, I have a question now.
Oh, shit. These are the questions I'm afraid
We're
of.
about to get insightful in here.
Well, it's because he keeps doing, what is it, the self-deprecation stuff. So
My
I'm like,
penis
hey, Freddy,
works. Don't worry about it.
you know how you were saying like the you don't like to stay out too late in the shows?
Yeah.
Before you ever perform though, do you ever get like crippling anxiety?
Yeah. And unfortunately, the anxiety goes away and the crippling doesn't. That's just...
The second thing of this podcast is one-liners that nobody acknowledges.
I could kick him out. I could.
But you know that'd make a damn good T-shirt.
It would. Yeah, man. You should work on your one-liners. Dick. Anyway. Yeah, but on a serious note,
That's a nice Lenny Kravitz shirt you have there, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
For the viewers at home.
Yeah.
No, what
Bob-
you don't know is I'm the one that'll fight you over that.
Yeah. That's
How you gonna fuck that up?
you
Don't always like that. That is completely the wrong person.
yeah. He was fucking around. You were fucking around, right, bitch?
Hey, Ray, have you met Christian before?
Yeah. Okay.
Once.
Just make it once. And he's
It
like,
was
I already
enough.
don't like him.
It was
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, back to your half-ass joke.
Shit.
That
Feeling the love here, Fred.
I actually, a lot of people don't know that, but even though I'm a comedian and I get on stage and I'm supposed to tell jokes and make people laugh, which I fail half the time anyway. Point is that like a lot of people don't know that I have stage fright. I have like
Same here, dude.
I have crazy ass stage fright.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I get on stage and I like look at everybody,
Mm-hmm.
I freeze. And I almost want to tell everybody, this is not a joke, I almost want to tell everybody to like either close their eyes or like turn around so they don't look at me. Because I don't like people looking at me. I know Ray's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing in this profession again? But it's true, man. So if anybody wants to be a performer or ever inspired to be a performer but has stage fright, I'll tell you what works for me. I have 15 to 20 seconds when I get on stage and I scope the crowd like real quick, and then I find that one face that I look at. It's one face I look at and I lock eyes with them, and for the rest of the night I look at just them and I kind of blur everybody else out, and it makes me feel more comfortable. So that works for me.
All right, here's a question: Does anyone else ever had the urge to just slowly start undoing your pants in front of this, like maintain eye contact with the crowd and just like slowly start stripping your clothes off?
I mean, how do you warm up?
I was gonna do that.
Don't even kill the tempo of your bit. Just keep going with the whole.
I was gonna do that actually for the funniest in the RGV. Like if I would have made it to the second round, I would have done it. I would have been naked on stage.
Can you do that without getting
That'd be
kicked
awesome.
out?
I think as long as you keep your underwear on, you're good.
No, then
Underwear's
there's no fun.
Chica.
If there's no penis, no vagina, there's no fun. That's like
Dude,
watching.
That's why you get the
Words to live by.
smallest speedo
That's like
possible.
watching porn on mute.
Look,
Well,
like what
could
you
just
do
get
is
a link of sausages and put it in your underwear and like put it on the side.
Watching porn on mute
When you ride,
is
you
like
swing it around,
normal for
wrap
deaf
around your
people.
leg like a tail.
I would say something to you, sir, but out of respect to your lady, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed.
It naturally happens too, but you know.
Is there sign language for porn? You know, or I mean subtitles.
ASL subtitles for porn. Just somebody standing off to the side making hand gestures.
The coolest and
How are they
most
gonna know what a moan sounds like? You know, like deaf people.
Oh man, now I want to see the inaction for that, man. Like that just
Like right.
the gesticulation that must go into that.
the face, dude. Face.
No, I mean, look, check it out.
She's thinking
deaf
about.
people. Check it out. Deaf people moan as they try to talk. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
But like they don't know how they sound like. So
Some do.
So my question is like for like the horny perverted ones. I mean, you know,
Like Christian.
I'm almost deaf. Almost. I'm getting there. But no,
That's a life choice.
like how are they like at least you know I'm thinking about the deaf people that were deaf from birth and not the ones that were deaf later on because they probably know what a moan sounds like.
Yeah.
But the ones that have been deaf all their lives, I wonder like how do they know what that sounds like in porn if they watch it? You know?
Maybe they think it sounds like zombies.
Because if not, like one of you said, that's like watching porn. Yeah, Freddie, like watching porn on mute.
Zombie sounds
Like-
Well, that's what I'm saying. Have you ever? That was a serious shit. Like, have you ever seen a porn on mute? That shit
Yeah.
is the most boring shit in the world. It's
Well,
like
sometimes I kind of just watch it for the story. Like
there is no
fuck her?
fucking story in.
There is stories
Hi,
sometimes.
would you like some milk? And they're fucking. That's what the story is. They're like,
That's
Hey
when you
man,
skip,
I
man.
watch for the acting. You know?
Sometimes there's like they're like, oh, can you go get the chips from the kitchen? And then all of a sudden he's banging his mom or stepmom or whatever. That sounds fucking.
You know what the thing is?
But
I now
what kind of fucking porn are you?
without wanting to, I now know exactly what type of porn both of you watch, and that's uncomfortable. Unfucking comfortable.
Hold on.
We're hanging out less, is what he said.
What kind of porn do I watch?
Boring porn.
What the fuck is wrong with that? The
Fair
point is-
enough. Hey, I like the missionary position in real life, but if I'm going to watch a movie, I mean, come on. I want to see the triple
I
axle.
like real stuff.
I
I like for them to keep it real, like where the guy stays hard for 3 minutes because that's all he got. Ain't nobody stay hard for 3 hours. That shit's unreal. Oh, and even let's say that it was real.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever
The
stay
fucking
hard,
only takes place for 5 minutes. The other 15 are just her talking about how shitty his dick is and how his mama didn't raise
No,
his shit.
no. But look. I'll play you that scenario. Say that somebody was
Sorry,
able.
Ray, did that hit too close to home?
No, it's very far from home.
Okay. Good to know,
Let's
man.
say. Let's say that that you know somebody does stay hard and fucking for 3 hours.
Uh-huh.
That shit ain't fun. You're just gonna be chapped and dehydrated by the time you're done. Go get the fuck away from me. Go give me some Gatorade.
Hey,
Don't
that's
touch
where
me no more.
that's where prep is involved. You need
Sorry,
towels
but I
and
have to
bottled water.
disagree.
Oh god
That
damn.
was very formal. Okay.
Yes.
Your argument can be heard, sir.
I'm just going to leave it at that. I have to disagree.
No. Fuck you. We're not gonna leave it at that. We are gonna. What does this mean?
What it means. I've fucked for 3 hours before, and it's not fun.
How is it not fun? I'm interested.
Well, I mean, you're fucking. Do you not like fucking?
Yeah, but again, after 3 hours, cause see,
I think I've gone at it that long too.
All right, look, Ray. I'm just gonna say a word.
You fucking liar.
No,
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
believe-
not recently. But no,
we all
check-
have our peaks. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
no, my peak was when I first fucking started fucking, like, because I got, like I got like hooked on it, so I fucked a lot. It's like, oh, this is what a pussy feels like.
All right. I still remember that.
Luckily, I had a fucking nymphomaniac girlfriend too, so.
I wonder what happened to that
Convenient.
chick in that wheelchair. Huh?
What you were gonna say?
Goddamn.
Huh?
You were gonna say?
Oh, yeah, because like I've done it too, but like I was on drugs, so like that
should have been
what
better
made it
then.
Fun. Yeah, that's what made it fun. But like sober, I
You're
guess
like, eh.
I guess it depends who you're doing it to with. No, you know what? I take that back. I take that back because I've been with a couple of black women and that shit was fun.
Why do like Hispanics down here always tell me about black women? Like,
Because
I
it
don't
because
get
it's
man.
because it's different, bro. Like, how can I say no
Can't relate there.
no disrespect to the lady in the room. Sorry, Christian.
Oh, damn.
Well played, sir.
Yo, if you want to fuck, you want.
Look, we'll leave you two alone after the podcast.
It's different, bro. It's different and it's fun, and it's fun. I don't know what other way to explain it. Yeah, I'll leave it.
I just noticed that, like, I'm super late, but it's because I just
and we're off.
I took a fucking Flintstone vitamin earlier, but
Okay.
I just noticed your insult was to not just me but her. But whatever. Carry on.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a disclaimer, and I'm the one that's supposed to have ADD and the retarded one, but we can now beg to differ. during
Okay,
this
fine. I took 2
podcast.
Flintstone vitamins.
All right, and they seem not to
Crazy
be
motherfucker.
working. But yeah, Ray. Good luck with your 3-hour adventurous funds, and I hope it keeps
Well, I
working.
mean, that's
out
not
for
an all the time thing. I'm just
you.
saying.
Oh,
I've done
see,
it.
here we go with that.
I
shit.
mean, I could go for 3 hours if I wanted to, but that shit's not like fun all the time. Like,
oh,
sometimes-
now it's not fun
sometimes-
all the time.
dude. Sometimes I want to just chill and fucking.
You want me
watch
to take
TV.
you some Gatorade next time?
No.
Just phone me, bro. We're not that far apart.
Dude, all right, first of all, Gatorade, I'm going to throw that out here. Let's be realistic here. PSA to the folks listening. Gatorade's a bad idea. It puts sugar into the system. You don't want that while you're fucking.
What's a man would do?
What you want is a little bit something salty and some water. That's all you need. Get you some other. Huh?
That's Gatorade.
Huh?
That's Gatorade.
It's
Yeah.
also got a bunch of sugar and carbohydrates in it, which is not good.
You
Why
sound like Adam Sandler, bro.
Like, look, if you're playing football, Gatorade's great.
Mom
But,
said.
So salt water.
No, but you.
Jesus.
It's 'cause
No,
you're- I
Ray's
don't
the
know.
one that likes the incest porn.
No, it's because
I'm not even gonna say anything.
I was thinking about that one scene when they're like, dude, Gatorade, right? And then he's like, no, but water.
Oh, well, yeah, to be fair.
But it is true. It is.
They had a
true.
good argument.
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
true.
Look. I'm just going to throw two phrases out there. You can use them or not. Bottled water, coconut oil.
Oh.
We good? You got any other questions, Freddy?
Let's see what he said. Coconut oil. See, I use
For massages, Freddy.
that's what I said. Like, she used coconut butter. That's on some
Cocoa
other
butter.
shit. Cocoa butter. Yeah,
It's a completely different thing.
that shit. It's. Y'all know
Smells
what the
good,
fuck
right?
huh?
It smells good, right?
Yeah, and it feels amazing.
I just like butter. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm
Put a
getting.
stick of butter on his dick.
How do you churn?
Hey, look, as long as nobody's lactose intolerant, you're good to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Moving on. Damn, bro, you made me
Man, Lenny
reminisce.
Kravitz just keeps staring at me. Man.
It's Bob Marley, you fucking dick.
Who's that?
Freddy, no woman, no cry.
Tell him that.
He wouldn't know the reference.
Yes, he did. He's just being a dick.
But he is a woman.
Who is a woman? Oh, yeah. Well, I forgive you.
Rob Marley.
Dude, you look lost, man.
Yeah.
Those Barney Rubbles are kicking in.
Yeah.
That's what drugs does to you. You thought I was the one on drugs when you met me, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Some good vitamins.
Yeah.
No, I legit don't do drugs. Like, I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Just birth control.
I don't either.
Just low key judging the rest of the comics. Just
I've
going,
been,
"Y'all are horrible people."
I've been sober for
I'm going back to YouTube.
7.5 years. So.
For real.
Yeah.
No, I just don't because like I've never found an interest in it. Like a lot of my black friends are like, "What? You don't smoke?" It's like
I like the way that he had to emphasize on like a lot of my black friends. Like,
well, yeah, because
I feel offended because that made me feel like Mexicans don't smoke weed.
Oh no, they do too.
That's offensive, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
But my black and Mexican friends, they tell me like, "What?
That
you
doesn't
don't
make
smoke?"
it any better. See, wait, that's Sean's offense because you make it seem like white
No.
people don't
See,
smoke
I just
weed.
offered him weed and he said no, and I went, "Oh, that's cool." That's how that works.
Yeah. No, but I have been
There's
sober.
weed in there?
Yeah.
I was just playing.
Mother.
I like the way you move quickly on your feet, Ray.
I just want to let everybody know we are recording live from Colorado. Just so y'all know.
This is actually the back of a van. We're moving at high speeds. You'll never catch us.
Exactly. So if anybody's listening, this is
Again,
Colorado.
I know way too much about your porn history, Ray.
I'm just fucking with you.
Hey, serious question about the YouTube channel, though, man. Like, what do you eventually want to do with it, man? Like, what kind of projects do you want to work on? I'm assuming you're doing the editing to like figure out how you want to edit stuff and like try out different stuff. What's the eventual project you want to put that towards?
Well, my idea lately was that I want to be able to write a script for like a horror movie, but I know that's gonna take time. But either way, like I want to start making like scary shorts and shit because I have a couple of friends that have been doing it, and some of them got big, but it's not to get big. I just want to like tell stories and shit.
That's cool,
like,
man.
I know it's weird from a comedian to like horror, but
Hey, Jordan
like,
Peele.
yeah.
No, have you ever heard that podcast?
What?
The Last House on the Left.
Yeah.
Those guys are comedians?
The 13th. What's it called?
I think it's Last House on the Left.
Yeah, the 4 white dudes with the hair.
I've never listened
No
to it.
way.
I've just heard the title before.
Wait.
So how you
that's
know
a
that
movie.
they're guys?
I think you brought it up to me, man.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
No, I
asking
didn't.
you. They're comedians? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't
Well,
know.
I mean,
It's a
they're
podcast
not.
with
They're
the
not
horror movie
funny,
title.
but they're comedians.
I guess
I don't find them funny, but
that's their genre is horror.
their podcast.
Maybe that's the horror in it.
I'm sorry,
That's the horror in it. Like
that they're not
comedian.
funny.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Right?
Have you ever bombed on stage?
Yeah,
I have.
it was so scary. Then I dropped a bomb in my pants. Pretty much.
Oh man, I just came across a song earlier today. It's been out for like 2 years. I guess it's a guy here in Texas. It's called I Thought I Farted But I Shit. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Who sings that?
It's a country song?
I can't remember the guy's name, man. I'll look it up at the end and show it to you.
What type of song is it?
Speaking.
It's a country song. It's
Oh
just this
my-
guy on his guitar.
Of
It's
course
like
it is.
I went to fart and then I shit.
Speaking of songs, whenever we have Christian back here again, hopefully, you have to bring your guitar next time.
Dude, and I was actually, I was going to ask you guys. Like,
that don't fucking say I was gonna, because it's gonna piss me off. That's all you're gonna fucking do. Like, because you should have just brought it,
Jesus,
you know?
man.
Damn.
Give me a
Dude.
second to jump in here,
I'll
man.
style me the whole fucking...
I forgot to tell him. I was going to talk to you about that, man. Next,
all good, man.
Next time we have you in, of course, man. I was eventually I'd like to get to that. That's why I'm trying to talk about the creative stuff over here with Ray,
Yeah.
and then be like, Christian, don't you also do creative things?
Well, like
Smooth
he was being decent about it. I'm more straightforward. My point is,
Bring your fucking guitar, boy.
my point is that that song, bro, that song,
Which
the I'm Gay song. That song.
I
is
knew
the
it.
Shit,
I
bro.
fucking knew it, Freddie.
That song. I'm not gay, but that song is. You know what I'm saying?
He's secretly a fan.
Yeah,
Dad,
I am.
It's called Dad, I'm Gay, bitch.
And that's why you don't have any fans.
Yep.
Hey, that's not true. My mom, Tia,
She loves that song.
my other Tia. But
Have
yeah,
you ever
dude,
heard
I'll
it?
fucking play that
No,
song.
I haven't heard it.
You ever heard? It's a really gay
It's my
song.
Grammy nominated
Yeah, pretty
single.
much.
Because I'm
Check it
single.
out. after
So
this.
real quick, man, and this is like some serious shit. I really do like to ask everybody that comes through. How did you get started?
With comedy?
Well,
Or-
not being black, brother. I mean, I pretty much figured that out, but with comedy, man. Cause he looked at me like with comedy, and then he looked at his arm like, I'm like, well, bro,
I'm not sure, man.
you got a tan. Let me guess, you got a tan? Yeah, pretty much.
No, but with comedy, I got started because
You
Like
mind
some-
saying how old you are?
I'm 24 now.
Oh
But-
fuck, you're young as fuck.
Yeah, but
Holy
when I first got started, some people I knew were going to a competition, and they're like, "Oh, let's join this competition." So I was like, "Okay, like whatever." The first
So
time I was on
you
stage-
just got started and it was a competition?
yeah,
Holy
I made it to finals.
Fuck.
like, and I was fucking surprised because I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what am I doing?"
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I guess
Everything was
like,
improvised.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was, I guess, an awakening because that year, like, I'd done a bunch of shit. Like, I joined a fucking beauty pageant, got second place at school. Yeah, and then I did
Well,
that
no.
competition.
You're not gonna just go past that like you didn't say that shit. Explain what the fuck you mean you got a beauty pageant? Like, what did you do?
Well,
You a stripper?
no,
That's why you said your wiener was hanging out and everything.
that was a joke, man. Like,
Well, it doesn't sound like a joke anymore.
He's used to it. He's used to it.
Okay, so what
I
did
want
you
to know
do?
more about that.
no, like, what were
You
we
tucked
doing?
it in or
I
what?
think we're.
You tucked it in and we're a wig.
Walk us through the steps. How
Yeah,
did you
like,
find
it was,
out about the?
one of the girls from the sorority? Like, they asked me if I wanted to join this pageant, and I was like, okay.
Was she
Whatever.
white?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, she sounds white. Anyway.
Yeah, and she asked me if I wanted to join. And I was like, fuck it. And we started fundraising money. I'm not going to lie, I took some of the money, but like we split it. And
I so want to say something, but go ahead.
whatever, man. I still ended up making like more money than everybody else who were fundraising. So I feel like the job was done. Like, you don't need that much money. Come on now.
You can break me also.
Yeah,
Pretty
but then
much.
I got in the competition. I thought I was gonna win, but I ended up losing to like a fraternity dude, and I figured, well, I mean, he has like a whole group. I only have like 2 friends. Like, I didn't think I would win, or at least get in the top, but I ended up doing that.
God, that's cool.
I had to take off my shirt, oil my chest. It worked.
That's why you won. Anyway, I'm no longer fucking interested in the rest of the story.
You
and-
basically had an '80s college experience. You were beat out by a frat boy in a ridiculous competition that had no point.
Yes.
Pretty much.
America.
Hijinks ensued. I'm assuming.
And you, sir. Well, first of all, I'm talking to Christian. Let's just call
The
him
person.
Christian. Yeah.
Uh,
First, before you begin with that question, because I was going to ask you the same question, would you care to tell the audience and the rest of the people in the room how we actually met?
how we met?
Yeah.
Uh,
I thought you were an asshole when we met.
why?
Because you kept giving me this look of like, is this really a comedian, or does he just think that he's going to be funny because he's just going to walk on stage? And you just
You
kept
got that from me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you kept looking at me and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, you're performing. Who else am I gonna look at?
I met before I got on stage, Dick.
Oh, because I never seen you before. You know, you took it all personal.
I never seen him before, and you don't see me like.
No, but it's a very small, group, very small comedy group down here. So I hadn't seen your face before. That's why. and I took like 3 Flintstone vitamins before too, dude. You need to chill.
Okay.
Man, he
so
didn't even see you. He just saw dinosaurs with wings flying in space.
So me and Christian met at PJ Pie's. I was performing that night, I think, and he was performing, but I didn't know he was a comedian. He said, "I'm Christian, the musician. I sing songs."
I told you I was a comedian too.
No, but you told me after.
Yeah.
The fact of you told me I'm a musician first. He's like, "This is my band, and we're here to perform." And then when you did that, when he said that, like after they performed, he's like, "Hey man, I'm a comedian too," and I was
Really?
like, "Yeah." And then you were like, "Yeah, man, you." Oh, and I had already performed, and you were like, "Hey man, you're actually." This is exactly what he said. He said, "You're actually pretty good. You should contact my brother Mario." And I was like, "Who the fuck is Mario?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, Mario Salazar. He's a booker." And for the record, I thought that you were bullshitting me, like everybody else in the valley has tried to bullshit me. It's like, this is just another dude that's telling me that he knows somebody that knows somebody.
You're so defensive, dude.
Yeah. Because I've been fucked over so many times before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Mario's my brother.
Yeah.
But
You can't see the resemblance.
dude,
I can,
we look
bro.
exactly alike.
Yeah. I definitely can.
But no, I get where you're coming from. I do.
Yeah. So,
I didn't know you like you. I didn't know you thought I was a dick. I thought we hit it off. I was like, what
no,
the fuck?
we did. It was just that, like,
Christian, I liked you the first time I met you, and I still thought you were a dick.
You're like, now I don't like you.
So yeah, that's how me and Christian met, and unfortunately, we still know each other.
Right.
Moving on. How did you get started for the people that are listening?
I started, 4 I want to say like 4 years ago on stage, but as a kid, I always went out of my way to make people laugh. I got in trouble for it a lot. I would do stupid shit like since I was fucking. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Since I was like, I don't know, probably pre-K, kindergarten, like I fucking started doing stupid shit. And first grade, I knew that, man, I'm gonna get, like, I'm fucked, but in a good way, because I made all these kids laugh. I literally jumped up on a car that was driving into our track. Into our track, like, to run around and shit.
Yeah.
A car somehow drove in there.
Holy fuck.
I don't know if it was a teacher or something, but it was just so fucking out of the blue that my first instinct was, I'm going to jump on that car. And, like, it was
Fair enough.
driving around, trying to get me off of it. And I hung on to it like it was a fucking, like, a bull, like a mechanical bull. I don't know, stupid as shit. And all these kids were fucking laughing their asses off. And I got, like, into a bad kids program, and like I knew, fuck man, like I like the shit. Like I like the rush of like doing stupid shit. I guess like I was like the kid jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're just the man jackass.
A man baby jackass.
I don't know about the baby part, bro, but okay.
Come on, look at those cheeks.
Yeah.
I
like your
I got the
stripper
face
story
a stepmother would love.
Than his baby jackass shit.
But yeah, I did comedy like 4 years ago. Yeah.
Cool.
But
and when did y'all notice? When did y'all notice for both of you and shit? When did y'all notice that that you were like, hey, I can really do this shit? Or haven't you not noticed yet?
Oh, I noticed when I fucking made it to finals. Like, I was like, that shit wasn't all that funny, but I made it to finals, and I know I have better
like,
stuff.
we're never like really funny when we start. We think we're funny, but
no.
I didn't like it looking back on it, but like,
yeah. I got a good question. Do you honestly remember your first joke? You're like, oh, I'm gonna say this, it's gonna kill.
No,
You don't?
Damn.
I think it's so much shit. Like,
You've had a horrible career, sir.
yes,
I'm fucking with you.
You know how you said that like you did badass your first time, right? I had the same, but then my second time I ate a dick.
Yeah, that's
You know,
the
like I
same
fucking-
thing. Yeah,
I
same
bombed
thing
so
happened to me,
bad.
man. Like,
It was so
or
traumatizing.
mine's even worse because I might have thought that I've done good, but maybe I didn't because the
Yeah.
very, very, very first time was back in '08 in the middle of the presidential election, and I got on stage, but I was drunk.
Where'd you get
So-
on stage at?
In LA, there was this small club called the Key Club on I believe it was on Sunset, and they had like an open mic shit
Yeah.
like we have down
How
here.
long
whatever.
ago was that?
In '08, in the middle of the
Oh, damn.
presidential election.
Cool, man.
You know where they elect presidents. And
10
shit.
years ago? That was your first time?
Fuck, that was 10 years ago.
oh shit! Now I do remember it.
Remember what?
The joke, but continue.
You ADD motherfucker.
Oh,
No.
my first joke.
Yeah.
I did it in like high school, and it was so fucking stupid, dude. But it made people laugh.
What is
and it
it?
made this one asshole like, dude, this asshole. I saw him get run over. He probably deserves it. He refused to laugh at my joke, but check it out. He chuckled at the end. Like he was like, you know, one of those like
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
see in their face that they
Stern
broke.
face and
Like
shit.
yeah, I mean, it was cool because then I realized, you know what, maybe I am funny. Like just saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
So I said, oh no, this girl was eating next to us. We were in lunch and she was eating fucking nuggets.
Yeah.
I think nuggets, and she opens this like barbecue sauce like thing, and when she opens it, she's like, ew, it looks like boogers. And then I was like, hey, no it's not.
You stupid
And thus
motherfucker.
solidified your style.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's my shit. You know, I know you said to work on my one-liners, but I don't give a fuck.
I was
dude.
just fucking with
I
you,
know.
dick.
I know. But
Literally.
yeah, man. hey, real quick, dude. Comedy ain't no joke. You know.
I know. It's really not.
Ooh, I'm getting deep. Fucking shot. Dude.
That stinks.
Mr.
It's been said before,
Mr.
right?
Flowers,
Fucking everyone said it.
can you give me your first joke? Please make it better than this motherfucker.
My first joke was about my mom. Like,
I'm sorry, dude.
if she knew,
'cause Freddy knows
fucking,
her.
she'd be so pissed. But like, there was this one day, right, where like she was telling me to do all this shit, right, and I was getting pissed off, and like I told my friends like what happened, and I'm like, yeah, man, like she keeps popping me in the back of the head, and you know how black pops, they hurt more, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I was doing the dishes, right? And then she threw more dishes in there. And I was like, man. And then she threw more, like she kept throwing them in. And then on the last one, she threw like one more. And I was like, bit. And I stopped and I froze. And I was like, well, I got like 1 fucking second to like figure out what the fuck I'm going to say. And I was like, and I just fucking played it off like that. And she's like, yeah, you better do the motherfucking dishes.
Nice.
That's nice.
But yeah, it
My
was-
my first joke, bro. And I still use it. Not a lot anymore because it's kind of retarded, but I still I actually used it. I want to say 6 months ago was the last time I used it, and I'll do it here real quick. I told y'all I was an alcoholic, right? That's a true story. So, but my bit was that my mom, and this really happened. You know how like when you do drugs and you're an alcoholic, like your parents try to give you the speech on why you shouldn't do it and shit like that. So my mom actually sat down and gave me this long conversation of like, mijo, you're not supposed to do this. Drinking is not good for you. It's bad for your body. It kills your brain cells. You're gonna go nowhere. You're gonna end up on the street. It is not good for you. Mijo, what I'm really trying to tell you is, if you continue drinking, you're going to end up like Robert Downey Jr. And then I said, for real? So you're telling me that if I keep drinking, I can turn into Iron Man? That's the shit right there. That's just, that was a joke. See, that's why I don't fucking use it anymore. In case, I know y'all can't see
I've heard
shit.
that joke.
Yeah. I think I did it at that one time at PJ's.
You did it at PJ?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think and that's why I don't use it anymore, because for the people listening, I know you can't see shit because Sean hasn't gotten the video together, but we're moving on.
Throwing shade.
No, but yeah, nobody in the room laughed, and that's why I don't fucking use it anymore. But that was,
Dude, you just gotta set it up right. Like,
well, enlighten me, sir. How the fuck I set it up
I
right?
like it, dude.
It's not. See, look, you want me to be honest with you? I use Sean as my joke dummy because, like, yeah,
It's called you dumb.
like I'll tell Sean, I'll run bits by Sean, and Sean's very, very brutally honest. That's why we get along. Like, he's really honest. Like, if you ain't worth shit, Sean will tell you ain't worth shit. Like, it took me a while to convince Sean that I really walk this way. He's like, no, motherfucker, you just trying to get that check. That's all you trying to
I've seen drug addicts before.
That's what he said. Anyway, so I run shit by Sean because he's real honest. So, yeah, if Sean don't laugh, it's not funny. For the most part.
like what I was trying
Sean's
to.
a tough audience, man. Sean's a tough audience.
But that's why. That's the whole point.
So you're going up against that. You know?
You're right. I should think you're going up against that.
No,
How do I
but,
set it up, right?
well, I'm not trying
I'll
to.
bring it back if you can convince me.
Well, I mean, you just gotta time out the like what? Like you gotta add like a little more emphasis to like the joke part of.
People laugh, Freddy.
I mean,
I've
it's
heard that
funny.
joke.
Yeah, but
It's funny. You just gotta make them like. You just gotta push it. Like,
But that was your first joke ever?
yeah.
And did it work when you used it back then?
I got the ha ha ha, like the ha ha. It's funny. I didn't get the genuine You know what I'm saying? Like the genuine.
There is a bit of a sad thing, man. Like
Ma'am,
I've seen,
don't judge me.
Freddy, I've seen people go up on stage like the first time and throw out a joke that is like, you go, wow, that's a good fucking joke. But just due to the fact that they've never done it in front of people before, they're not taking into consideration how they're presenting themselves, you know, the tone of their voice, the whole, you know, make eye contact with one person in the audience thing and all that stuff, man. It just doesn't come out like you can appreciate the joke because you're a joke writer and you go, oh, that's a good fucking joke. But the audience is filtered through their performance. You know what I mean? They're not analyzing it on like, yes, that's a very good, well put together piece of material. Like they just feel the joke fall flat because they didn't deliver it right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, if that was true, like in my mind,
Right.
like if that was true.
I'm not saying that's one of those jokes, Freddie. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Damn.
Dick, I thought that's what you were saying. See,
Comedy.
Sean is what the fuck did I say? Honest. I'm
Yeah.
telling
Yeah,
you.
he's our joke scholar.
You misspelled asshole.
I guess.
See, I didn't laugh at that.
No, I prefer blunt. Blunt.
Personally, I'm a joint man, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that
Dude, what the? The dude with the stoner shirt over here doesn't get pot humor.
That's racist.
I can be racist to my own kind.
It's not your own kind.
That's not your own kind.
I'm being
either.
racist to Freddy.
Yeah, not the guy in the shirt. I think that's what he meant. That's not what he meant.
Dude, this dude just wants to like.
That's a lie.
Yeah, it is a lie.
Hey, me too.
But yeah, man, that was my first joke, and that's why I've used it before. I used it at Luna, because you know how at Luna you have to clean up your act and shit.
Right.
So that's why I used that. And at Luna, they the same thing. They were like, "Ha ha, that's funny."
Is that the one that's across from Hollywood?
Yeah.
Like, I went in there once, and it was like I've never seen.
You're
people
right. You know what? I remember.
Same, I only went once.
I'd never performed it.
Then never mind.
It's another
I was
black
gonna
guy.
say
It was when you were running it, Sean.
it was one of.
Oh, that was a different open mic. But Ray, you've been
The
in there.
best one.
No, I went because I
You
wanted
went
to
in on a
perform it.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think I was late. You know, like my black timing. But like, when I went,
Hey, that's
like, it was all
racist.
dark.
I'm
already.
when you went,
It's a callback.
it was dark.
Yeah.
Like, was there a bunch of dark people there, or the lights were?
the lights were off.
okay.
Man.
All right. Just making sure you need to explain that shit, you know. Because I was gonna say it's usually dark.
Dark
You know what I'm
people.
saying? No, it's usually
Yeah.
light dark.
Well, I know Seta is the guy that hosts it, is always posting pictures of performers. So I'm assuming that they're running every Saturday night.
Yeah,
But how
they-
late they're running, I would have.
It's
no idea.
12. It's 9 to 12.
I mean, the last time I went, they said that it was like canceled because somebody said some kind of joke that they didn't like. So
What?
yeah, like it was.
When was this?
It was a while back.
Oh no,
Wait,
it's
I haven't
still.
been back since.
Okay.
No, then that was, a long time.
I was
ago.
running a straight comedy open mic there for a while. Was that when you went by, or has this been within, say, the last year?
Nah, it wasn't the last year. Like, I think it was Rudy who told me. I think it was after the first time I competed. So that was like, what was that, like 2-3 years ago? It was a while back.
Okay. You sure it wasn't Jitters?
Where?
Jitters Mission?
No.
Okay. Because
That
that
I
one,
look like I would go to a Jitters. That sounds very white.
you know, the whole thing is, man, they're like, they've got like Christian, you know, Jesus is up on the wall with crosses and stuff. And like, they were very strict about the whole language thing. Best cup of coffee you can find in the valley. $2, man. Beautiful coffee.
Side.
Where is this?
With the one in
company?
Mission?
It's a Mission. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mission,
Sorry.
Texas.
No, I never been to a
It's
Jitters.
pretty good.
But I don't really like coffee, so
You don't
I
like
don't.
coffee?
not that much. No, I don't.
That's.
I only drink it like when I really need it, which is.
I don't
very-
know why,
I'm
Mr.
on,
Flowers?
I'm on that boat. Like,
but I believe
I don't-
her
I don't
more
love it.
than
you know,
She
because
wants
she-
me to
I like
like
it.
coffee because she
because
likes
she,
You know,
coffee.
but-
then I don't
I'm
believe
not
you, man.
that big
You
of a fan.
Fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh.
she fucks all my shit up. She wears all my shirts. Like I have no shirts. Yeah. She says my
Okay,
Xbox
we
is her Xbox.
we don't want to turn this into couples therapy. So we gonna leave y'all alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I do
leave
got
you
some.
alone.
I do have 2 pairs of brand new boxing gloves. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit.
We'll bring you back when we implement the video element of the podcast.
Yes,
Hey, we got a new camera, so I mean,
Part 2 coming soon.
Just make sure you erase the porn before you bring. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'll try.
'Cause, ma'am,
See, I'm
and-
into
got a
that,
lot of
I'm into that
uploading to do.
avant-garde shit. I say mix the porn in with the boxing.
ma'am,
There you go.
Be a statement
and
about
bring
the
your
nature of
friend.
humanity.
I know you have your friend, and
a
I
fight-
know
it's a
your
fight to the
friend
end.
does freaky shit.
Freddy, we live in the age of Tinder. Stop harassing her.
Bring your friend.
Calm down, Rob Gnarly.
Fuck, I was going somewhere with what I was telling you. This is what I love about these conversations.
You know what?
And now you're nowhere.
Like I was running this joke by Alondra, and I don't know if whatever, fuck it. So I was running this joke by Alondra, and it's about makeup. So you know how like girls like they be putting on like a whole bunch of fucking makeup, like caking it on, looking like
Like
cross
Christian.
dressers and shit. Yeah,
Hey, natural bitch right here.
El natural. But yeah,
All right.
like I was thinking, like I was telling her, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if like someone like did like makeup, like real legit? You know how they transform faces and shit.
Yeah.
They did it on a burn victim, and I was like, what if like they caked it all on right, and she looked all pretty and shit, and then someone like accidentally like spills a bucket of water on her face. I know that's hard to accidentally do, but like they do that.
No, that's pretty easy.
But then she like,
Especially if I'm carrying the bucket of water.
but then she plays it off, and she's like, I melted.
Yeah, that's not distracting at all.
Like makeup's like falling off and shit, and like just runs away. I don't know. I was thinking like
that would be an awesome joke. But see, I would laugh because my sense of humor is fucked up. Like really fucked up, bro. Like I laugh at shit then. Yeah, bro. Like if a 2-year-old were to be run over and she were to be alive, I would get like 4 or 5 laughs before I pick her up.
dude, I laughed at a picture where this like little 3-year-old's caught in a tire well. It doesn't make sense, but it's funny. He was like, yeah, just like,
Man.
why are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, we have pretty dark sense of humor. Yeah. Anyway, so it's
I want to own a train company because there's a train whistle right now. I don't know if you heard it. I summoned it. I want to own that just to say someone's running a train. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm glad Freddy's my only fan. Fuck all of y'all. You don't know what that means? Mr. Porn fucking connoisseur over here.
I have the urge to give you a slow clap, but not the volition.
Dude, I wish you and my girlfriend could get into a competition of one-liners because y'all are definitely like blow for blow. Y'all could definitely like have a good competition.
Going back to your joke, because I think you got something, and I poke at it when you got something, just as long as it's not a dick or anything like that.
Okay.
It can be funny. Going back to what Sean said about my fucking joke earlier, and what you said actually, if you can position it right, it can work. But you have to like be very creative, and because if you just say it, and even if it's a connecting bit, some will be like,
You got to work it in there slowly. You want to like lay down like kind of a foundation, like almost like a social lubrication. Sorry, I couldn't get through that joke. Damn it. But yeah, man, it's.
But you do have something, and I'm being real honest with you.
I'm assuming you have this work.
I would laugh, but I have a fucked up sense of humor.
Well, here's.
But I wouldn't give a fuck. I would laugh. And I'm pretty sure Christian, because he's fucked up all around. So he would laugh too. Wouldn't you laugh? Wasn't that funny?
Wait, what?
His joke
Say it again.
about the motherfucker.
Which one?
No, so basically it's I'll just give you the rundown. It's basically like if a burn victim got their makeup all done up, right?
Yeah.
And you know how it's like caked on, so like they look like a totally different person.
Yeah.
So like this guy, drops a bucket of water on her face, and like she's on a date, so she just like plays it off like I'm melting. Fucking makeup's coming down, and she looks like a burnt.
Laugh, dick. You don't have to hold it back here. It's funny.
I mean, dude, why have I feel like
It's wrong?
It's not in joke
no?
format.
Why have I feel like we already?
Yeah, I was going to say, man,
it,
like
right?
that doesn't read.
Because
like,
we were, but you asked for the joke again.
No, dude. Because I thought it was.
I'll be honest. I
you
keep
that
coming back to that fucking Key and Peele skit where like it's the burn victim in the audience, and he's like, "Make fun of me," and he starts doing. He's like, "It hurts so bad."
Wait, when did you make that joke?
Today.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
dude, the Flintstone vitamins, man. Fuck it, I thought that Freddy was the the guy that made that joke.
Of course, leave it to the handicap.
No.
Making
Freddie
fun
talked
of
about
bird
laughing
people.
at run over
Laugh if
children.
Freddy made it?
I did laugh when he did it, but I was
I
like,
didn't do it.
check it out, man. Check it out.
Are you doing market research now? If
I
Freddie
feel
did
like-
this joke, can
I feel like he said it.
can I sell this joke to Freddie? Is that possible?
No, but
That's fun. No, it is funny though.
Yeah,
like
all seriousness aside,
Chinga.
but you have to look because fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I have 2 rape jokes, right?
Okay.
That
See, at least you're not that bad.
chill the fuck out. I have 2 rape jokes
Oh,
that I've tried. They're not that bad. They're really,
Dude.
They're not.
The mildest
bad,
of rape.
Rape is not
Jokes.
jokes.
even like for me to say that, like I don't even think about it. Do I have one?
No.
Do
I don't
you?
think
But
so.
no, I don't. Cause hey, I'm not that fucked. But go on, bro. Let's hear 'em. I know you want to. So.
I'm not gonna say them.
No judging.
But
I'm judging you.
I have 2 rape jokes that I've had for a while. Like I've written them out, whatever, and I've only used them 3 times down here. When I used them down, and I used them at the open mic and not on stage. I used them at the open mic, and I got mixed reactions, and some were like, you know. So but the mixed reactions were more than the laughs. So that's why I stopped using it, right? But I had 2 people, as fucked up as me, that came up to me and they're like, dude, that was funny. One dude said, like, straight up, didn't give a fuck. Dude, that was hilarious. I don't give a fuck what these people say. That was funny. That was awesome. And whatever, he walked
Somebody
off.
else was like
This other dude came and he's like, dude, that was funny. And then he said, but. And then I was like, oh, let me hear it. I'm curious what the but is. So, but he's like, and he told me that. He's like, but you got mixed, I don't know if you noticed, but you got mixed reactions because he said the same thing because of your positioning. He's like, I just think that this is what pissed me off though, because this is what he said. If you were to position it differently, it would land a lot better. So I was like, I was waiting. I was like, okay, so how the fuck do I position? And then you just walked off. You can't just fucking position it and take off. Bitch, if you're going to give me some advice, give me the whole thing or shut the fuck up is all I'm saying.
Well, dude, honestly, man, and I'm saying this for future reference on other episodes, man. Talking about comedy in this form, man, like, okay, how do you structure the joke? How do you put it in a set? Outside of like actually drawing diagrams for people or showing them an entire comedy set, there's no way to really talk about it, man. I mean, this is kind of like a bunch of carpenters sitting around going like, I like a 12 gauge nail. It's just, nobody gives a fuck, man.
Dude, I don't even laugh at like my brother's rape jokes anymore. And I noticed my audience turn on him, and he noticed it too. He made like 1 or 2, and I was like,
okay.
fuck.
So what y'all are saying is that I
It's
shouldn't.
real touchy, bro. Like, don't,
So I
I
shouldn't-
say avoid it. Yeah, like, you know, not saying like to. You can take my advice and do whatever the fuck you want with it, but like my observation is like that's the most touchiest shit. And like it instantly gets the audience to turn on you.
But it depends on where you are, cause like I feel like down here people are really sensitive.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
I'm-
Fuck yeah.
I didn't
From all the rape.
I didn't finish saying it. I performed.
See, it's only
these-
funny when Sean
the-
does it.
these.
Okay.
I performed these 2 jokes in LA.
Yeah,
Killed, like it laughed.
of course, bro. I was
rape
there. I was there like a week ago, and like I could see it. I could just see it in people's eyes. Like there's some shit going on here. There's some fucking rape joke likers over here. I don't know.
And he keeps
People in
pointing
LA
at
are
me
way
and
fucking like more assholes. Like definitely.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna laugh at that shit.
I mean,
But down here we're all fucking we're growing vaginas all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Everyone.
yeah, because I told a joke. I told a joke about some special needs kids on a bus, and people.
It better not have been mine, Dick. I worked a long time with
Nah.
them. Have you ever seen my set? My
feel like I
actual
have.
set. The one I do on stage. Because I got different shit when I do at open mics and my actual set when I do on stage.
Well, I feel like I have, but a lot of people.
Because I have
mean-
a short bus joke.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
Well,
So it better not be mine because
it's not your joke.
Okay. All right.
Not a joke, thief. What the fuck? No, like it's a joke about when I was in elementary school and like we had took a trip and they had the special kids in the front and like they had a dance battle, right? So
It's funny. Fuck y'all, it's funny.
yeah, like a lot of like I said it at what's that place that's down the street
Okay, I'm a little unclear as to where the comma is in that sentence. They had the special kids in the front and they had a dance battle, or they had the special kids in the front and they had a dance battle.
the special kids in the front when we got okay. So the joke is, all right. So we're on the bus from elementary school. We're going to the IMAX to see Fish and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And like we passed by McDonald's, and one of the special kids is like McDonald's, and then like they just start chanting it, and so the bus driver stops at the McDonald's. We get off, and then the special kids have the dance battle, and basically it's about all the moves that the special kids do.
That's funny, bro.
But
That's
like,
fucking funny.
like I said it, and the way I did it, I fucking forgot how I did it, but like it killed.
How the fuck you
but-
all forget how you did it?
Because I change it every time I say it. Like I change like little parts that
You
make it different.
dyslexic motherfucker.
It's just
I'm
an
trying to
argument.
perfect it.
Huh?
I'm trying to perfect it.
Are you
but-
recording the sets?
No, I haven't.
You-
I have before. It's just like that time I didn't because I was alone.
Right.
But yeah, like it was fucking funny. But like people were getting
You
upset.
have an assistant.
Freddie,
shit
let
that
him
we
finish
don't
the
have?
story. What was the response?
A lot of people laughed, but at the same time, there were a lot of people who were like, like they're people too. And I was like, what
Actively
the fuck?
shaking head.
Yeah,
damn.
but you're. It's like with my retarded joke. And it's me that said it, and I got all kinds of shit for it because I called somebody retarded, and they were like,
yeah, that's another one, bro.
You need to stop using that word. And I was like, well, I'll stop using it when I start seeing retarded people. So I'll make you that fucking deal. And I'm not. She literally told me, I've been through this with Sean, and she literally told me, you need to stop using, she wanted me to stop doing my joke. And I was like, I apologize for how I made you feel. I didn't want to make you feel that way. That was not my intention. My intention was to make you laugh. But if you took it that way, I can control it. And I'm not going to stop. Who the fuck are you going to tell me?
Hey, I have one. You have? I'm pretty sure you got in trouble for one.
Yeah.
Say it, bro. Do it. So
Say what?
Say the
joke.
Mongolito joke.
Oh, all I said was, how does it go? Oh, I said, because it's connected to a Trump joke. And all I said was, do you know what me and Trump supporters have in common?
Oh wait, yeah, I think.
Yeah, you were there, dude.
Oh yeah.
And
That was.
you see, that was that. But
Hey, people laughed at that one though.
This
Wait,
happened.
what
This
did you
happened at
say?
Yerberia.
Oh yeah, say it because he hasn't heard.
Oh, so I said it's connected to a Trump joke, and I said, do you know what me and Trump supporters have in common? And I said, we're both handicapped. Do you know what the biggest difference between me and Trump supporters are? See, me, I was born this way. They choose to be retarded. That's a choice you have to live with.
That's the thing, man. Like we weirdly have Trump supporters down here.
Well, they're retarded. That's the only point I was trying to make. I mean,
Like how are you a Trump supporter in the RGV? Like
no,
There's
that's
a
not
streak of
even. That's not
conservatism
even.
down
That,
here,
and
man.
I don't want to
Like,
get. I don't
Not
want
even necessarily conservatism, but republicanism, man. Like it's.
I don't. I don't even. I don't even want to.
Well, no, but that's what it is, man. It's the we've had this conversation about like if, especially when you're talking about politics or rape jokes, fucking abortion, violence in general. Really, like if half the crowd is kind of a little too excited to hear you say the joke, and like another like part, if even half of the crowd is not necessarily like mad at you for saying the joke, like they disagree with you, but they're confused, like they feel like wait, why is he talking about this? Then I don't think you've gotten down. My argument in the whole thing was I don't think you've gotten down to the base essential of Like, because the whole thing is we're trying to be honest about, like, as a human being, you've experienced this, right? You know what I mean? So if they can't relate to it on some level, then either A, you've admitted that they're not your audience and you're not trying to communicate with them, or B, you got to work on the joke. You just examine, okay, like, why are they confused or upset about what this topic of conversation? Because they may not be responding to necessarily the topic itself. They may be responding to how you're going at the topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why the whole turn is like we were talking about the Dave Chappelle bit about like his whole Trump thing where he goes through the whole, like, you know what I mean? Like why would you vote for this guy? I mean, you realize he benefits me, right? He doesn't benefit you. I'm rich. It benefits me. And it's like,
that shit was hilarious, bro.
But I'm saying like something like that where you have the turn at the end where it's like, this motherfucker, but I actually like his fiscal policies. You know what I mean? It's just something like that. I mean, that's kind of a tradition in political humor where it's you give them the out. You know what I mean?
And see, to go back to what you're saying about Trump supporters in the Valley and shit, like and I don't want to get all political because we'll be here till tomorrow morning, but like the worst thing in the world. The most retarded shit in the world that I've heard, like, ever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sorry for using that word. The most retarded shit I've ever heard, is Blue Lives Matter. First of all, you weren't born blue. Exactly. That's a choice you made. If you don't like your job, take that fucking suit off and get another job. Plain and simple. The second most retarded thing I've heard is Latinos for Trump. Latinos for Trump is like lesbians against pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit.
I'm in that club.
I disagree, man. There's that discounts the established community of Latinos in this country, man. Like,
what do you mean by that exactly?
Like,
damn it, stop talking so smart, man.
All right, well, look,
fucking dumb.
No,
dumb it down.
It's like and we've had this conversation before, man. Like, I don't fucking relate to most white people. Like, I'm not in this. I didn't grow up in the same position they did. I didn't grow up in the same like environment they did. I don't like culturally. I can't really relate to most of them. Unfortunately, I'm related. I'm actually related to some of them. But you're not. Let me finish what I'm saying, though, man. What I'm saying is that there are people in this country who may qualify themselves as Latinos that have no fucking relation to the experience that you may have and relate to being Latino. Like, I'm saying, like, dude, there are black Republicans. Like, it's a fucking thing, man. There are people who they're just conservative mindset, and they're for some reason or another they've found something that they fucking agree with, man.
Okay, so this is what I'll say to those Latinos and Mexicans. When your ass gets deported, just make sure that you're yelling, "Make America Great Again," while your ass is getting deported. Because at the end of the day, that's what he's going to do, whether you're conservative, because this dude does not like minorities. Is plain and fucking.
I disagree on that, man. He's definitely a classist, like in the traditional European sense, man. Like, if you ain't got money, why the fuck am I talking to you? Type of shit. But that's what I'm saying, man. There is,
and who the majority happens not to have money.
Minorities.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you qualify with the money, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's cold blooded as fuck, but that's the kind of people you
like. It's kind of ass backwards because they've had like the incident where like he was like telling his housing to not like rent to black families. Like, if you had the money to pay for like the apartment, then why deny it?
Right.
Like, that's kind of stupid.
And he actually,
I was bringing this up on the last podcast, man. When it comes to some stuff like redlining or blockbusting and all these tactics that have gone in, man, like a lot of the times, and this is, and personally, I think this is an even greater evil because it speaks to people's greedy nature, man. Like, I mean, it's one thing to like, that's a whole different conversation. What I was getting at is, man, was he doing that because he didn't want like minorities in his building, or was he doing that because the people he had in his building would leave if the minorities were in his building. I mean, that's...
You know, I'm not political
It
at
seemed
all.
like an awkward pause. That was actually to find out who needed a drink.
Oh, you know, I'm not political at all, dude. But this is my impression of our president. My wife.
What the fuck are you doing?
Right?
Continue. Where's the rest of the joke?
No. You're welcome.
Mother, I actually got excited. I was like,
I mean,
you see me not get up? I was like, I don't want to miss this shit here.
all right, we're done here.
No, there are a lot of people throwing around that fucking phrase, man. You got to have nuance in the conversation, and it becomes kind of bullshit and buzzword, man. But it's like, okay, if we're talking about Trump, the more and more, like, people bring out the stuff from his past. I don't see racism. I see a greedy fuck who is a classicist, like the way he approaches the world, man. And I mean, even if you look at it, like they bring up the fact that his dad like supported the Klan, but if you look at it, he didn't support him for like. It's like Trump, you know. He's a Democrat his entire life and then runs as a Republican. And it's like, why did he do it? Because he thought he'd make more fucking money that way. You know what I mean?
That's fucking crazy.
I just like, all right, I don't think people are they're responding emotionally to, like, I'm not accusing you of not looking at it mindfully, Freddy, but I am saying, man, like, I think you do have to look at it from like, okay, what if he was just going at this from a monetary point of view? You know what I mean? Like, take the emotional stuff out of it. Cause like, all right, we know racism exists, right? We know like, even like benign racism where it's like, oh, you know, Chinese people are like this. It's like, that doesn't affect the world in any fucking way, but you still get that little like, man, come on. You know, there's an emotional response to it. But so if we're going to think about like things like politically, you got to take the emotion back out of it. I mean, if you come to a point when you go, oh no, that was an emotionally motivated, you know, a philosophically, you know, where's the word I'm looking for? It was an ism, a racism, a sexism, a classism, that's my phone going off. Then you go, okay, why? Then you start asking like, okay, is this person biased in such a way that they can no longer function in our system? Are they a detriment to our system?
All I gotta say is, and I'm gonna say this first, in all honesty, we can agree to disagree. I'll start with that.
Usually,
but I will say, if even half of what you're saying is true, not to you and to us,
right?
To him, like him, what you're saying,
right?
If that was true, then he wouldn't have called African countries shithole countries. He wouldn't have called us, by us I mean Mexicans, rapists and thieves, and he said all of us. And he wouldn't. What's the other one that he did? He did
made fun of a handicap.
The retarded motherfuckers. See, and I do that shit like
He grab people by the pussy, doesn't he?
You know what I'm saying? But
Let's not forget about that.
No. But see, you can leave that one out because that's more like sexual harassment.
Hey, did you guys see the roast of Bruce Willis?
I didn't, bro.
You did?
I saw the Jeff Ross bit.
I saw his wife.
Bro.
Demi Moore?
Yeah.
You saw, but did you see Jeff Ross?
No. I didn't watch the whole thing.
No, why? What? Say it.
Well, he has this one joke about him. He's like, he made fun of Bruce Willis. He was like, man, Bruce, I heard that, you know, you want to run for president. And that's why I'm not going to roast you, because the last time I did that, the fucker actually won.
Damn.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was like,
but
hey, I saw him.
Okay,
I saw him live, dude.
Again, Freddie, I think there's a little bit of false equivalency there, man. Because when he made the statement about rapists and thieves, granted, he was talking about the entire migrant population, or at least the way he phrased that sentence. But he wasn't talking about all Mexicans. That wasn't the statement.
So, hold on.
Well,
He did. No. Come on, man.
can't
I
make
just
it
told you he did make that statement about almost the entirety of the migrant population. He was basically saying those people that come here from Mexico are this.
But are they not Mexican? Like it's kind of
No,
it's
but
kind
that-
of like being biased.
But think
in a
about
way.
the statements he makes, man. The shit that he was throwing at Kim Jong Un, and then right after it looked like there might be a prospect there to, I don't know, utilize that international relationship. Oh, he's a great guy. He wants the best for his people. He's an opportunist, man.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It doesn't
Like,
make
he
him
says-
less slimy. I'm just saying, hate him for the right reasons, man.
And I do.
Well, okay, that's what I'm saying, though.
I
man.
want to
You
see that
can't-
tweet again.
You can't level an objective claim of racism at him, man.
But you can't say he's not a racist. Or he's
Exactly.
Well, that's
using
right.
racism.
Yeah.
I don't think we know what's going on inside his head, but the way the man acts is opportunistic.
He's fake as
But
fuck.
you
bro.
can't say that like if you're using racism for your gain, then like you technically become a racist. Like that's what he's been doing. Like he's been using
that's what-
like
that's-
that to gain like the more so like the racist people's.
Oh
Listen,
no doubt,
listen,
man,
check
no
this
doubt.
out.
But that goes to what I was saying about the emotional stance, man. Are you doing it because you believe you can make money off the people that do follow those philosophies, or are you doing it because you genuinely are hold some idealistic stance that race fucking matters? You know what I mean? Like if you're
Yeah,
doing it from that,
but-
that's a different. No, but those are different things, man.
No,
Granted,
I
you
know
get to
that-
the same
I
point.
know those. Look, watch. I'm gonna give you a live example, if I may.
What are you setting up here, Freddie?
If me, you know me, right? And for the people listening, I'm Mexican, and I'm in front of a
Ray's
black man.
looking a little suspicious right now.
So if I were to look at you, man, and I don't know you or whatever, and I with an angry tone were to tell you, hey man, fuck you, and go back to wherever you came from, to where you come from, and then from there put two and two together, add the country, whatever, no, put it together, and they're listening, and everybody else around me is listening. Would you and would y'all say that crippled fucker is racist? Yes or no?
No, I'd say you're xenophobic. You're telling. All right. Did you give him for what reason do you want him to go back to whatever country you think he came from?
I just said it.
No, you didn't. You kind of danced around it. That's what I'm saying, though. If you were
Well, because
you were
of
like,
what he said before.
The dude wearing the Rob
before
Merrily
we-
shirt wants to.
Rob, stop fucking it up, man. Rob Marley.
He's doing it on purpose.
look,
Anyway,
Ziggy Stardust. Now get it straight.
so
Spaceman.
I face it, dude. If I were to say that
I'm not saying he's not
would,
dog whistling.
would
man.
that not feel racist?
It would be prejudice. Which I mean, there's a very thin line like that differentiates them, but it would be prejudice, not necessarily racism. Only because like you don't really have all that much power, and there's not people behind you backing you for that, for what you just stated.
But if there was, even more so, if there was like he does.
Well, no,
Then
this
yeah.
goes.
Well, I mean,
But that's my point. Oh, so because I'm a minority, it's not that bad.
It's not.
it's not that it's not that bad.
It's different. It's different.
With all due respect, I call bullshit on that because it's not like
Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
not
you
as-
have to say who's speaking. 'cause-
Okay, hi,
well,
this is Alondra. Raymond's girlfriend. I just been sitting here chilling. The reason why I say that is because as a Latino and myself, I'm a Latina.
Are you
you know-
Mexican?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Mexican and native. I have
Awesome.
Yeah, so if I'm like say for example, like let's just keep it black and white just to make it simple.
Hell yeah.
If a white man or a woman says something in regards to race out of anger to put someone down to a black man or woman, that's racism. If it's the other way around, is not considered racism.
Wait. Explain the other way around. If what?
If a black man or woman is saying something in regards to race to put another white man or woman. So if a black man is saying some in regards to race to a white man to put them down.
Yeah.
In regards to their race.
Okay.
It's not going to have as much effect on that person's life because they're white. They have more privilege.
No.
So it's prejudice. Yes, it absolutely is prejudice, but it's not racist because racism, you actually have power over that person. Like what you say, people. No.
Racism is the belief that racial distinction can be made based on race alone.
Yes, based on race, and so there's power. There's power in that.
No, you're talking about structural racism. That's,
if
the implementation of race in a power structure most definitely has an effect. That's where I was getting to as far as like why certain people utilize race. Say with Trump,
and it depends on
building
where
base.
you're at. It depends on where you're at.
Yeah, but that doesn't de-distinctify it as racism. Racism is racism.
Exactly.
Now, how that racism is used is most definitely a question that has to be asked.
Am I not explaining it correctly?
No. You hold on. Time out before you continue. I understand 110% what you're saying, but I strongly don't agree with that, and I don't agree with it because Sean couldn't have worded it better. When it's racism, from whatever,
it's not right. No, I'm not saying it's right.
No, I'm not saying you're saying it's right.
No, we didn't think you were saying it.
No, I'm not saying you're saying it's right. All I'm saying is that racism is the distinction between race. Period. Me saying that I'm better than you. This is gonna sound fucked up, but it's just an example. Me saying that I'm better than Sean, because I'm Mexican, is racist. Which I'm not. I mean, I am, but I am better than Sean, but not because I'm Mexican. You know what I'm saying? It's for other reasons.
You're just a better human being, Freddy.
No.
Check it out. Hey, dude. Nah, that's weak. I'm like, dude, you want to be racist to Sean? Say, just go for the throat. Nah, I don't want to do it. Just say, like, nah, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it. Nah, it's too... Nah.
Sheep fucker, potato eater.
Potato eater? That's not white.
No,
Let's
because
just finish
hey,
up the
check it out.
conversation.
I'm gonna say this, Sean.
I'm
not gonna look you
right now.
No, I just want to finish the conversation so we can talk about something else.
Oh,
like I wouldn't consider it. I wouldn't consider it racist, but like I do see what he's saying from a definition standpoint. Like yes.
Oh, and
that's
I skipped the most.
I just try to avoid getting people emotionally. Like I want them to consider like the actual machinations of what's happening in a situation before they go, wait, he's being racist. It's like, whoa, hold on a second. We can get to that after we deal with the shit that's like the actual shit that's being done. Like if you can paint some racism on the outside and confuse people about what's on the inside, then I mean that's a tactic that's worked time and time again in this country. You know what I mean? There were all throughout the Southern Democrats, man. That's what they fucking did. Was they went to the clown rallies and went, just remember to vote for me, and then they went home and go, wow, those crackers are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like he used the racist as his like
crutch.
Fan base basically, and like they're the ones who pushed him to where he's at.
The problem is that's he walked around and dog whistled enough that he's also got a base of people who genuinely think he's like financially conservative, which he's not. But he's got that veneer on it. So he's got this kind of coalition of people who are philosophically at odds with each other, but they really know they don't like the Democrats. I mean, you know what I mean? That's why I think you got to break it down to what the actions that are being taken that you can identify, rather than going like, man, that sounds racist. Or like trying to explain like, well, this is why he's being bigoted. It's like, okay, but what actions are he's, that's his Twitter. What actions is he actually taking in office, which you can point to. There have been, the way they tried to set up the travel ban was arguably not only, how do we put it? Not necessarily religiously based, but coalitionally based. They were trying to inhibit the flow of people from these countries, not just for security reasons, but for like kind of economical warfare type of reasons.
But I mean, to do the things that he's done, like there has to be some semblance of racism. But I do agree with you.
It
is
definitely
a lot
stinks.
There's a lot of opportunistic like ideas, like using like his fan base to basically agree on like what he. They basically agree with each other on some points, but like all in all, from even what Alondra was saying, she was saying that like a lot of his supporters support him because he's like Christian or some shit, and it's like
That dude is
I think
not
that's another.
Christian.
I think that's another emotional argument, and I don't think the Democrats have helped themselves any by playing to the emotional arguments as well, because that's what got him in. He formed this coalition of people based around pure, knee-jerk emotional responses to things that are not. You can't knee-jerk and emotionally respond to that shit. You have to actually approach it systematically. And the Democrats have kind of responded with this, like, upping the ante and waving the banner of the Democratic Party. And it's like, whoa, calm down. And you can dismantle his arguments intellectually and just avoid that emotional fight. But people are people, man.
It's
and
like
they
it's like a lot of groups. Like majority of the groups, they like fuck everything up from the inside. And it's not like, okay, take Black Lives Matter. Like, it was a good idea when it started. But then as it gone on, we had more and more dumbasses join the group and fuck it up. Like, to where at the point, like, no one even talks about it anymore. And it really doesn't do any good for anybody. Like,
Because I think it was approached the wrong way.
it was approached the right way when it started.
No. I'm sorry. When it started, but then, as you said, when other people joined, they joined with a different approach.
Yeah, because I mean,
what
like,
I
there's some black people, like, yeah, they come off as racist, like, towards everybody. And it doesn't make sense.
And this is all this is how I'm gonna bring all the way back. Like, this is how I'm gonna tie it all up. This is the only thing I was trying to point out, and this is the only thing I've ever preached and pushed or whatever. I wasn't trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I wasn't trying to make anybody feel uncomfortable. This is the only point I've always tried to make. See, this discussion and every discussion I've had with Sean, with everybody else, like, what I don't understand is, you see how like 90% of the discussion was because he's white, I'm Mexican, you're black, so on and so forth. Like, the thing that I preach is, like, why do we as a country, if we're trying to prosper and we claim all this democracy and equality for everybody and all this bullshit that I call nowadays, why is it that we can no longer just say fuck it and, like, treat each other as people, bro? Because at the end of the day, like, we're people. We bleed the same blood. We breathe the same air. Yeah, we think different. Me and Sean think differently on different things, but that doesn't make him any less of my friend. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Sean have that respect as a human being first, before anything else.
Just because a lot of people want power, like.
Well, yeah, but it's up to me and you and Sean, not literally, but it's up to us as human beings to change that. And that's all I've ever preached. I think that if we were to all take a step back and just think, like, okay, what can I do today to make this different? You know what I'm saying? And that's all I've ever said. Why do we have
a random thought I was thinking about right now, man? And this kind of parallels a lot of like stuff that I've been like really sitting down and pondering lately. Like, a little bit of a PSA to the listeners, you know what I mean? And by all means, if y'all disagree, come back on it. But I think if you're in any kind of discourse with somebody, whether it's an argument, a discussion, or like a casual, conversation, if somebody starts using emotional language, like they're like if somebody calls you an asshole because you're being an asshole, or they perceive you as being an asshole, that's not necessarily emotional. I mean, you could say like, well, they could have just said I was being inconsiderate, but
no, but it could be a
what
fact.
I'm saying is, man, if somebody starts using emotional language, it either A, means they are preparing to take this to the next level, or B, they're trying to goad you into taking it to the next level so they can claim some sort of superiority. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I think anytime you start hearing people throw stuff back and forth that is not, like, if somebody calls you a thief because you stole some shit, you're a thief.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
But if somebody calls you a thieving son of a bitch and they've never met you before in their life, like, okay, you got to ask yourself why. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, this is why I preach this so much, man. I don't know if any of y'all have kids. And see, that's the thing. Like, I have a kid, you know what I'm saying? And I see things from a different perspective. I'm going to have to explain this shit to my kid. And this shit is hard. But the only thing that I'm going to, that I hold on to is the fact that I'm going to teach my kid to go based off of people's character and not, the color of their skin, or because she's white, like, because the person's white, because the person's black, because, like, that shit, like, that hatred, that racism, it's proven that racism is taught. There's no racist gene, you know what I'm saying? So like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck about these politics and you're right. It's about somebody having power over somebody else. But all I'm saying is, it's in us, me and you, to make that difference. And it's to me, it's very simple. How do you make that difference? Whenever you have a chance, show somebody, anybody, that you're different. Like, people don't expect, it's just an example. People don't expect you to open a door for
what
somebody,
this shit got me thinking of?
or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The Kanye West thing.
Just do that. Like, show that you're different by the person that you are, and not by what they see. But we've lost the side of that. We've lost the side of that because people try to gain power over people, and money and all this other bullshit. But I believe that if we still have some human being in us, and if we still really believe in democracy and equality and all this bullshit that we preach, then why not? I mean, I don't like Sean, but it's not because he's white. That has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Chris, I don't like him because he's Mexican. But he's the excuse to everything.
Hey, dude, you guys like Kanye West?
Yeah. I'll admit
I-
it. I like Kanye West. I think he's done some crazy shit. But
What do you think about that thing he said about racism was a choice?
slavery.
Slavery.
Slavery, yeah.
That was the
That's
most
a bit, of,
retarded.
that's a, bit of a different statement.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah.
When he explained it, I understood what he meant. But just hearing it off the tip, like just hearing racism is a choice, that shit doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, slavery is a choice. Like that doesn't make sense. But like when you look at it, like there were choices made
By the slaves?
Well, yeah, like I mean, you have a bunch of slaves, but you have a lot fewer like people working on plantations.
So explain to me exactly how it was a choice.
No,
Dude,
actually,
well, because-
no.
All right,
I'm
You know
saying
what I
there
heard?
it's like
were
this,
choices.
man. Somebody runs in here right now and puts a gun to your head and says, "I'm going to take everything you own." You can fight that person and maybe die, or you can not fight that person and maybe live.
Yeah. And I mean, if in that situation, all of us are here, you're the only one left with the choice. If you decide to just like say, well, I want to live or I don't want to die. Like, I don't want to fight. Well, then you're just basically part of the problem because he's going to take all your shit regardless.
You know what I would say?
What?
Take the minorities. I'm white. So they would probably let me go.
Yeah, they believe
See,
him.
now
Hey, they believe him,
this
dude.
is what I'm talking about, emotional arguments, because you're assuming that his motivations are racially based. I would say they'd be economically based, and he just wants your cash.
Hey, no, he let him live because of his Rob Weirdly shirt.
But no, like I could see that there were choices that were made to where like it prolongated it because they were like slavery shouldn't have lasted that fucking long.
No,
like,
you know what I heard, bro? I heard that slavery was started like fucking like what 1800s, right?
About 5 minutes after humanity started existing.
Yeah,
Pretty
For
much.
real?
slavery's been like
Yeah,
in play
it's
for
been
a long
around.
time.
Wait,
Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
but, okay. Here's the
That's what
important
he
bit.
meant. That's
and
what
this
he
is
meant.
this goes to what we were talking about
Wait,
earlier with
I'm
the.
sorry, I have headphones. What did you say?
Slavery still exists.
Yeah, it's called the
Slavery
IRS.
still exists.
It's called the IRS.
yeah.
Well, no. It literally still exists. We were talking about that yesterday about Libya. They have literal slave markets in
Shit,
Libya
you
now.
had slaves here like up till like I think the 1990s.
Yeah. They Florida was rife with these like basically plantations. They were out in the middle of nowhere, and they would just keep these whoever it was they had work in the fields. That be like, hey, we'll get you a job. You'll make some cash, and then it's like, yeah, it costs more to house you than it does to pay you, so we're just gonna keep you. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And again, you explain that to some people, and they'll fucking kill you at night in your sleep. And you say that to another person, and they go, well, maybe I'll get through this somehow. And they
Look,
they don't do it. I mean.
I'm gonna.
But
tell
here's
you.
what I was going to say, though, man. An argument like that, the one that Kanye was trying to make, like, that's how to put it? That is an argument of privilege because you have to be in a place where you yourself can have the time to sit down and go, okay, let me put myself in the place of somebody who's going through these traumas and this shit that's just heaping on top of them. How would I respond? And if you ask yourself that, you go, okay, there are choices, but you're not there. You're not actually experiencing these things. You can't.
Well, that's the
Objectively.
thing.
What if
Like, I don't
Kanye's
feel-
too woke for his own good?
I don't feel like I don't feel like you have to be privileged to think about like what decision you can make if you were a slave. Like anybody should be able.
Well,
to
no,
make
but
that
I'm saying
choice.
if you actually have the moment, which most of us do in society today, in America, not just let's talk about the 1% that is America. We live in a society where we often have the free time and the resources to sit down and go, okay, what could happen to me if shit was worse? What could happen to me if shit was better? Now, granted, on an individual basis, you can do this at any time, but if you're in dire straits and you're struggling just to make ends meet, how often are you going to sit down and get philosophical about shit? That's what I mean by the privilege.
No,
That's
what I was talking about is that there were choices like when there were planned revolutions by some of the people who were slaves, like they also had people there that were against it. They're basically trying to they're like, fuck that, I don't want to die.
They undermined it in various ways, and that's what I mean about the individual choice, man. Like, okay, say the guy runs in here with the gun and demands Freddy's money. If we rush him all at the same time, we have a higher probability of winning. But how are we going to communicate
I would get
that?
shot for the record
But what
first.
I'm saying, how would we instantly communicate that to
'Cause
everybody involved? Are we going to sit around and go, hey guys, how do we feel about this guy with a gun that's trying to take Freddy's shit? We going to help defend him?
Too
or-
great about him. Let's go fuck him up.
Right? I mean, okay, again, if you have the opportunity.
I like
and-
how Christian's the only one that stayed silent when y'all.
No, because I'm thinking of like
Chris is like, nah, fuck.
Oh, this-
that.
he
I'm
would
just thinking
disappear
of
like
like
a ninja.
our mastermind, like our master plan, our fucking we just butt fuck the shit out of him with all these mics, It's fuck it.
don't wanna
Fuck him
touch
to
his-
butt fuck him to death, dude. Hell yeah.
I love how
wanna touch him
your
with the mic.
your method for saving Freddy's resources is to destroy mine. It's like,
Oh, you're right. I'm
real-
sorry.
real-
bro.
real
It's
quick-
so colorful. That's why.
Real quick to end this
So
part of the
I'm colorful
conversation, back to how I disagree that what Kanye said, slavery was a choice. This is why I don't believe it was a choice. So, and I need somebody's
I
help
didn't
because
say it was a choice. I'm saying
He's
there were
too woke
choices
for his own good.
that what?
I'm
Like,
saying there
he's
were
been through
choices
so much
made.
shit.
I'm saying there were choices made.
if I can try to paraphrase what I think you said was basically you listened to his argument and went, okay, I can understand how you can get to that conclusion.
Yeah, it's just the way he said it. Like
That's
it's gonna
like
put people
saying,
off.
like that makes sense, and I get it. I do understand.
It's not the
that.
same thing as agreeing with the
No,
conclusion, by the way.
No. What I'm saying is that's like saying
And to be clear,
If-
Ray,
if-
did I
if-
accurately represent what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's choices, not a choice.
Going back
Right.
to the going back to your gun. If somebody runs in here with a gun, right?
Right.
So I have a choice. Take everything. I may leave. That's choice, right?
Right.
But you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying that if he comes in, puts a gun to my head, you know, and he's determined, I'm probably gonna die. But I won't. I have like, I can choose to die without screaming, right? I can choose not to scream, or is
All right, come in.
or is screaming not a choice? You see what I'm connecting? Like
That's like I get what you're saying, but that's not what I meant.
okay.
I meant like
so then
it's a collective choice. Like there are everybody's making an individual choice, but as a collective, majority of everybody voted to like want to live. You see what I'm saying?
that's not if he's determined to kill you. Because whether you make that choice, but if he's determined to kill you and then rob you or whatever, you're gonna die.
But you just changed the question right there, man. It's not whether you get to. Okay, in that situation, the live or die is you don't know if he wants to kill you, but he's telling you that he just wants your shit.
But that doesn't relate to what Kanye said.
Well, yeah, it does, man.
Well-
There were a lot of people. There were a lot of people who owned slaves
What?
who were cruel to them, specifically to be cruel to them. They were sick fucking people. And then you had people like fucking the founders of this fucking country, man, Washington and fucking Jefferson. They were, on paper, they were abolitionists, but they damn sure kept up the practice.
Yeah. Oh, and the way I wanted to end the conversation was like, and this is where I need help at. It's like that dumbass that said, and this came out on the news and shit. Somebody said, that he didn't understand why people were not happy when they were slaves, if they were singing and dancing. Who said that? You're laughing because you know what I'm saying, right?
No, yeah, I heard about that, but
Yeah.
it reminds me of the fucking Boondocks when they had like the slavery episode where like they were like the white dude's like, "Come on now, I treat y'all so well. Like, why are y'all being so mean to me?"
Oh,
It's
I
like,
didn't get it from the Boondocks, but somebody actually, I don't remember who the fuck it was. It was an actor. He said, "I don't understand why."
To be honest, I don't know about the specific story you're talking about, but I've heard that very similar statements made by, I want to say, politicians even.
Yeah,
No.
I heard that one. It
Okay,
was a
but see,
politician I
that's a
know.
failing of fucking understanding on sociology, because it's like, okay, yeah, you get 3 meals a day and you get a place to sleep, but we don't let you leave. You can't make any choices about how your labor gets put into resource production. You have no choice on the governance of the land that you live in.
They fuck your
but-
wife. and
my
have
my
kids.
argument to that.
Oh no, but even that's what I'm saying. Even if it was the most humane form of slavery ever, where they never touched you, they never, you know what I mean? I'm saying, but you don't get to leave. You're not free, or you can actually be a free human being in the world, and shit might happen.
My
That's what I'm
argument to
saying.
that-
Most people would prefer fucking freedom, man. It's like they run the risk of starving to death, but that's my fucking choice. You know what I'm saying?
my argument to that was relating back to Kanye West. That's how I correlate the two, because when I heard that, I'm sure it was an actor. I just don't know who it was. When I heard that shit, because I heard him say it, in my head I was like, motherfucker, they were dancing and singing, but because they didn't want to die. It was either you sing and dance for me or you die. Like, that's what they were being told by their masters. So it's like it goes back to what you were saying, which what I say, it's like you're really not having a choice. So it's, you know what I'm saying?
You always have a choice.
Okay, well
I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with the part where you don't have a choice, because you always have a choice.
So you're saying you choose to die, basically.
Fuck yeah, I'd rather die than let somebody take all my shit. Well, if it was just my shit, then I'd let them take it. But if it was like someone else's life that mattered to me, like I'd rather die than let them take that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
But we're
well,
talking about slavery here.
Well, I mean, slavery, you are still taking people that matter to other people.
Gotcha. Okay. We can agree to disagree.
I don't really think that you disagree, man. I think you, again, I think you might be redefining things a little bit. I don't know, man. I'd have to listen back to it.
He's not understanding.
Right, but
I'm sorry?
I don't exactly know where the misunderstanding is what
Me
I'm saying.
neither.
I'd have to go back and listen to the conversation again just to figure out where we got down some of these tangents. But yeah, man. I think.
What's your favorite horror
Freddie,
movie?
you yourself have
Ray?
made that argument before, man.
What's
If
your-
we didn't use
I'll tell you.
like derogatory words for each other, you know what I mean? Like, which, I mean, that brings up the question of should you even call somebody an asshole? Should you use the word inconsiderate instead of asshole?
But then we come back to the conversation as comedians, like you're taking our weapons again. Because I mean, after a while, you're not gonna be able to say nothing. No, you can't say retarded. You can't call them an asshole. You can't. You know what I'm saying? So
Everyone's fucking sensitive down here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie has to be Friday the 13th part.
Holy
I want to say
fuck.
3.
Damn, classic.
Wait,
yours?
that's the one where he's already. Where
I think he
Jason's
has
already
a
out.
hockey mask in that one. It's 3D.
Wait. Is Feldman in that one?
No.
Feldman's not in that one.
He's in like 4 or 5.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, I have like the whole collection. I have
Me-
dude, I've seen the whole thing too, but I need to rewatch that one.
Me
But
too.
yeah, I know Feldman comes out. in a
Which
bunch of-
which one's yours?
Shout.
Motherfucker, you can't ask that
Oh.
question and not have an answer.
Have you guys seen 28 Weeks Later?
Yeah.
Weeks?
Well, I like 28. I like 28 Days and Weeks. I like both. of them.
Because I was about to say 28 weeks is ass, but 28 days.
No,
is
Weeks
pretty
is the shit, bro. No, it's because I saw.
It's a
that.
different kind of movie.
I
man.
saw that one first.
And yours?
Favorite horror movie? Damn, that is a great question. I'm gonna say Dawn of the Dead.
good. Okay.
No. I take that back. No, Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, the one in the mall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead.
Miss Ma'am, you're part of this. So
I don't really have like a favorite one. What would you say is my favorite one?
You've made me
Raymond?
watch it.
which one?
No. Sinister is not my favorite. It's scary. Yeah, to me it's scary. I guess like if I'm gonna like pick one, I would pick one based off of what is like scariest. I guess that's like, what's the best scary
I like
movie?
where she's going with it.
Like it's
'Cause
like
I
to
have
me, like if someone were like you're asking me that, it's like, what's your favorite scary movie? To me, in my mind, to make that decision would be to decide which movie is the scariest to me. Like like which one is scariest? Not not that like I. You know what I mean?
We
I
get it.
I know.
It's like we get
No.
If somebody told you we're gonna put a horror movie on
shut up,
24-hour repeat right now, what movie is it?
Oh my god! But I wouldn't want that though. But I'm saying, what
Nobody
is the most
does.
effective scary movie? Let me see. That one that we just saw was really good. Hereditary was fucking crazy. It was a trip.
I never seen that.
Heard
I
that.
never
It,
even
it's
heard
it,
of that.
like
I never heard of
it was out in theaters like a month ago. Like it's very recent.
Oh.
Also,
We said one,
the-
ma'am. I'm fucking with you.
are you fine? Then don't give me the damn mic.
I'm playing.
And also The Witch is really good.
Fuck yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, like to me, I'm thinking like, what's the trippiest, scariest in my mind? That's how I'm gonna rank what is the best scary
See,
movie.
and that's where I'm thinking, like where my.
I'm gonna
choice
give the
is
mic
going.
back to Ray.
And that's where I'm going with it. And mine is not that it's scary, but I'll tell you what scares me about it. The fact that somebody actually, like a real human being, actually wrote the script to it. That's the scary
Daddy
part.
daycare.
Saw.
Saw?
Saw.
That's a fucked up one, bro.
Again, I just not because the movie's scary,
first one's
because it's
pretty
really
good.
not. The scary part is that a human being wrote that script, Meaning that there is somebody in the world walking out there that could, if they
Writers.
really wanted to, they could do that shit to you and probably never find the
You ever
body.
seen the movie Funny Games? I had completely
Yeah.
forgot.
Dude.
Funny
Hey,
Games.
Before
No.
you even finish.
that's a good one. Fuck yeah, man. I'm sorry.
And
Yeah,
the great
good
thing
choice.
is that it was a German movie originally. They did a remake like
I
almost
fucking
shot for
love that
shot,
one.
and they're both fucking great. But
Have
the
you seen
German
it?
one is just
No.
creepier because
You never
Germans
seen
are
it?
fucking
No.
creepy.
Where can I find it?
dude, the original
it
one,
should
right?
be
Oh
Netflix.
fuck yeah!
Have you
man.
seen the
Should it?
remake?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
You saw
I'm
the
gonna watch
remake?
it during the day.
I think the remake was
It's
good.
not.
Yeah, dude.
It's not
not
scary.
scary?
It's scary.
That's me with.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not a sequel.
well, it's scary, but it's
but
not.
that's
like,
me with 28 Weeks Later and 28
Like, oh,
Days.
you're gonna be looking around your
Like,
back.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
yeah.
original is fucking.
Like you gotta.
Like The Conjuring and shit.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
original,
you're like,
it's
yeah.
the German one, right? Hey, my favorite Christmas movie is The Shining.
Not Die Hard.
Christmas
I've never
movie.
seen Die Hard.
In the rose, he said that it's not a fucking Christmas movie. He was all pissed about it, dude.
My favorite is a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. That was the shit.
I,
The what?
wait, I
The Grinch.
think I've seen it.
I was hoping Chris would say that. Nah, fucking.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I like Christmas movies.
No, and
Hey, you
in
like
all
Kubrick,
honesty,
Ray?
Oh, Nightmare
like-
Before Christmas. Yeah, I like that one.
Oh,
the
you like
There's
Kubrick?
an argument
Stanley
as to whether
Kubrick?
that's a Christmas movie.
He's
Is that?
yeah.
my favorite, and this is a true story. Y'all gonna laugh your ass off and make fun of me. I don't give a fuck. My favorite Christmas movies, because they come in a pair, is Home Alone 1 and 2. And
Okay.
this is the funny part. By like it's like my, what do you call it? My ritual. Every single Christmas, I watch Home Alone 1 and 2.
Home Alone.
Alone.
Watch Home Alone. Home Alone.
Yeah,
With a Home Alone.
yeah. Fuck you, I like them.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
Yes, I did.
Post Malone?
No. With
What the?
no.
Yeah, I heard what you said. That's why I said fuck you, I like them.
You like him?
I like them, as in plural, the movies.
I
like Elf.
Never mind.
But
Hopefully,
yeah,
people
my
will
favorite
catch
one's The
that.
Shining. My favorite one's The Shining, dude, for sure. That's a wholesome family movie right there.
Yeah.
I don't know about all
Scary
that. Yeah, that was a good. That is a good movie.
What did y'all think about the Conjuring series as a whole? Because you know they're all connected,
I only
right?
saw like the first.
Well, there's
I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't
I
see it.
only
There's
saw
there's like
20
3, right, or
minutes
4?
of the
I
movie.
have no idea.
and after
Oh.
that-
Yeah,
The
like,
first
I
time I
haven't
fell
seen it.
asleep. The second time,
How many are there?
I don't remember what happened. But I've never seen the whole movie.
How
Yeah,
many?
there's 4.
There's 4 movies, right?
yeah.
What is the Conjuring?
It's Conjuring 1, 2, and Annabelle 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
Annabelle
what?
series
Don't-
is tied in with that.
That-
Okay,
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
I got roped into watching
Yeah.
the last one that came out that took place like in the
Creation?
past. Yeah,
Wait, which one's
I
that
was
one?
confused and like just like at the end when like they just killed the whatever spoilers when they killed the foster parents. I was just like, what the fuck was the point of this? It's just
It's because it plays into the first one, which is kind of stupid because it's like you should have just did this first.
right.
Like, but
This is not how you set up a series.
yeah, like it's
Hey
ass
man,
backwards.
I was really looking forward to that
No, you
on
weren't.
tape.
I'm glad I
on
ruined
tape.
it for you.
How are you gonna get it on tape?
Hey, I'd be waiting. I'd be on the lookout for that.
You don't know where I buy my bootlegs.
Wait, you're waiting for what?
That's
on
hard to do.
that eBay bid, you know, when that shit.
Annabelle
gonna
2
get-
on VHS
You know,
coming soon.
I know people like to make fun of like people for buying like LPs and like what's the word I'm looking for, records
Tape
basically.
records, yeah.
Vinyl
collect,
records. That was what I
I
was
collect
looking for.
vinyls.
Okay, well here's the thing. Vinyl has a
Pinche
specific sound to it.
hipster.
Well, no, it has
What the fuck, bro? I got the first
Oh,
vinyl I
sensitive.
bought was Doggy Style.
Oh shit!
Why do you look at me when you say that?
Damn.
He needs your approval. But here's what I was going to
Because
say,
you're
man.
the darkest one here.
Okay, whatever.
You asked for it, motherfucker. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
What Rob Wembley album is that?
Who?
Rob Wembley.
You got the fucking you got the vinyl from that guy on your shirt or what?
What's his name?
Rob Marley.
You said Rob Wembley, which is like that
Dude.
sounds like a stadium or some shit.
No, okay. Dude's tripping. Nah, yeah, Bob something.
Bob Marley.
Shout out.
My question ties into yours, kind of. Favorite movie of all time and why?
Favorite movie of all time and why?
Gun to your head, dude. Gun to your head.
Yeah. Money and everything.
Because we keep talking about fucking,
You know what? I got one.
I'm glad you do, sir. Hold on to it.
You know what, man? If I had
You
to
too,
show
ma'am.
if I had to show a movie to aliens that had just landed on this planet,
That's a good
and
way.
I
to
was
put it.
like, this explains it all.
I don't know about all that.
oh shit. Hey, building it up like a motherfucker.
Motherfucker, it's favorite movie of all time, man. Like, I mean, what if the aliens like showed up and they were like, we're gonna alien probe you if you don't tell us which movie to
God
watch?
damn it, Sean! Say it.
You know, it's an odd one, man. I don't watch it very often, but the Hudsucker Proxy by the Coen Brothers.
You got some weird ass taste. Like,
A
little bit.
With a what?
The Hudsucker Proxy.
The Hudsucker
the buttfucker proxy.
The Hudsucker.
No, that was the parody.
Oh, damn it! Yes,
Wait,
I named one.
The Hudsucker what?
The Hudsucker Proxy.
Cool.
It's Tim Robbins is the star, and he's just like this bumpkin motherfucker who gets a job.
Did this movie come out like in the 1800s or
I
something?
want to say 98, maybe.
You said Tim what?
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
I was being.
Shawshank Redemption.
Fucking with you.
No way. The main guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
You know what? I'll be honest, man. If I had to give him 3 movies, it'd be the Hudsucker Proxy, the Shawshank Redemption, and
Oh fuck, dude! That
So
fucking
you're saying
movie
like
right
that
there.
with
And
Tom
life and shit.
no, hold on. The third movie would
Life.
be American
Bernie
Beauty,
Mac.
just to confuse the shit out of him.
What the?
You never seen fucking Life, dude? Go home and watch that fucking movie and shit. It's with Bernie
For real?
Mac and
It's
Eddie
in your
Murphy
top 3?
And,
Oh,
Yes,
no, I have
Life.
seen it.
Martin Lawrence.
and Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. You know, you got the show Granny
Man, that
2,
movie
Big
is,
Mammy.
that's a great movie just because like it rides that comedy the whole way through, and at the end, like you're just like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
You're like emotionally drained by the end, man.
you know what movie that reminds me of another one? Harlem Nights. Is it Harlem Nights? Yeah, it's Harlem Nights.
And it's
Look
been
at
a
me,
long
man.
ass time.
I don't know all these black movies because I know they're black movies now.
You know what the topic of conversation is.
That's racist. That'd be like,
You haven't figured out Freddy's got a little bit of a thing to him.
oh my god.
I don't know what fucking thing he's talking about, but anyway. No, him.
You look at me every time you say something.
I love making him uncomfortable.
But yeah, man, yeah. It's Life is a good movie. Harlem Nights, good movie.
Fuck yeah.
Honorable mentions.
Christian?
I'm also a fan of I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good fucking movie.
I know that black movie.
That's a classic comedy, man.
All right,
Christian?
I have 3. Like,
You get one, motherfuckers.
I can't, man. It's like
It's favorite movie of all
I
time, bro.
can't. No, like I'd be like, all right, fine. 1,
Yeah.
The Warriors. Have you
The
seen-
what?
The Warriors. Have you seen that movie?
Right on.
You seen that movie? Okay, so that one, but then honorable mentions. 2001, The Space Odyssey, and then
Oh, yeah.
and then fuck, I had the third one in my head. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Wait, fuck. It ain't my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh wait, where'd it go?
Up your butt and around the
We
corner.
we didn't take the
Damn.
vitamin pills. We can't see the things you do.
Yeah, man. Next time, share with your friends. We will come back to Christian because he's having technical difficulties.
We have the same rules here in the studio that they do in the third grade. Always bring enough gum for the class.
Exactly. Miss Ma'am?
I don't have.
Just
a
come
favorite
back to it,
movie.
Christian.
You
Chill out.
have to. How old are
I
you?
can't. That's impossible.
Not even Bambi.
Just say the
What
first
the
thing.
fuck,
We won't
dude?
judge you.
Like, that's sexist. Come on.
How the fuck? Holy shit.
It's
I'm
about a
getting
strong male
emotionally
deer.
like involved in this argument. No, okay. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, it depends. Like it's just an
No,
impossible
it's
question for
favorite of all
me.
time.
It is.
No, it's not.
Cause like it is. Yeah.
No,
And
then
also
it's
it depends
not your
on-
favorite.
And it depends on the genre. Depends
No,
on.
it
To me, it does. What I saw.
It's Goodfellas, right?
That's what. Ooh.
Radio. I'm just kidding.
What? Now she said
Oh,
radio
hey.
and she looked at me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How does it feel? I bet now you know how Ray feels. No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't.
Oh my god.
Hey man, but you the upgraded version, so I'm gonna call you iPod.
Oh, hey.
Oh my god,
Third.
no, I don't know.
Freddie.
I'm gonna give it to Ray
Third.
because I don't have one.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that's a bad.
I don't know how I could
bro.
have forgot that,
Yeah.
but yeah, the
That's
vitamins.
a bad. bitch. Yeah.
So
What did you say?
I don't have one.
Oh yeah, you fucked up
She
the
abstained.
rotation.
for me, I'm definitely gonna have 3. Like my favorite right now that I can watch like every day.
It better be
Is-
a good one.
It's Avengers: Infinity War. I'm not gonna fucking lie, dude. I love that movie.
Are you one of those hashtag Thanos did nothing wrong motherfuckers?
A little bit, like a little bit, man. Like I understand.
You could have just made the universe twice as big instead of
It
twice as
doesn't work.
small. I'm just saying.
But by the
You
way,
didn't
how
even
the
consider. You
gauntlet
didn't even
works.
consider it.
By the way, you motherfuckers made your own rule and chose 3, but none of y'all said why.
Oh, I told you
I'll tell
exactly
you
why.
I'll tell
Oh
you
yeah,
why.
you did.
I
You-
made up
you-
the aliens.
You
What-
fucker.
What's up?
You didn't say why on your 3.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, you had to say why. First one.
Those vitamins, y'all.
First one's one of the first like good movies I saw as a kid. You never seen that movie, dude?
Which one? I've seen all
The
3, I
Warriors.
think. Oh no, I've never
You
seen
never
that
seen The
one.
Warriors? Have you?
No.
No. Dude, it's like. Have you seen 300?
Yeah.
Okay, think of 300, but as gangs. You know what I mean? Like, think of all those fucking like. What were they like?
That
warriors?
sounds hella gay,
Some
dude.
fucking.
That's
not-
actually what
well-
it's based on. It's the Battle of Thermopylae when they were retreating from the Persians. Like
Really?
it's the. Have you seen The Warriors?
No, I haven't.
Okay, great movie. The basic premise is
really gay.
it's New York is fucked up, and like it's basically all the neighborhoods have deteriorated into like gang warfare. And this one dude like calls a conference of the gang leaders, and they bring like themselves and like a couple of their guys, right? If I remember this correctly. Anyway, they show up, and the gang leader, the guy that's calling the meeting, gets assassinated by somebody in the crowd. And they blame it on the Warriors, which is this one gang from Coney Island. And they spend the rest of the movie trying to run away from these gangs and the cops and make their way back to Coney Island, which I saw the greatest tweet ever the other day. It was basically the Warriors 2008. The gang gets a Uber XL back to Coney.
I don't get it 'cause I haven't
I mean,
seen
they
the
can't.
movie.
Yeah,
It's-
the Warriors couldn't be
yeah.
the Warriors now, but that's
But
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
it sounds interesting the
and-
way you explained
it
it.
is good. Yeah.
and they were dressed like
But that's-
crazy, which apparently like some of the gangs in New York were going like full out. Like, have you seen the movie Gangs of New York, the Martin Scorsese movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know how they just like you're like, there's no way that's historically
It's
accurate.
it's a really
No.
white movie, bro.
Hey,
It's
it's-
basically these Irish immigrants versus the natives in New York, and
It's
like
fucking- it's
the
pretty good,
Irish
though.
look like something out of a pagan fucking like ritual. They're wearing like animal furs, and like they've got like crosses hanging off of them, and like this one chick is like sharpening her teeth. It's insane, but apparently not too far from what actually happened. Some of these people were goddamn insane, and they were living in like caves underneath the streets of New York.
Wow.
Yeah. And the Warriors,
And where can I
apparently
find
more
this one?
accurate than you would assume it would be.
Where can I find the Warriors?
Just
'Cause
look for
Netflix has
1979,
I
right?
don't. I don't.
No,
Yeah.
you told me earlier
pretty
the
old.
other movie. What
Oh,
was
Funny
it?
Games.
Funny Games is on Netflix.
You seen 2001, The Space Odyssey? You never seen that?
No, I don't think so.
You seen it?
I'm hearing deep sighing from the studio here.
No, man. I think you're the only one that's seen these movies. Besides, Right.
I'm a bit of a film geek. I'm not gonna lie.
That's actually kind of cool.
Okay,
dude. Yeah, fucking love those
does
movies.
anybody else have a movie related question?
Well, I never said my three, and I'm actually gonna follow my own fucking rule. I only have one,
Oh,
and my favorite movie of all time is Scarface. And
hey,
you
no
have wasted
hey, Freddy,
your life.
Freddy, no bullshit. On my job at Ticketmaster, they asked me that question, like, "What's your favorite?" I said Scarface, just to cut
They
the
gave you
bullshit.
the job instantly.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a go-getter.
yes.
Yeah, Scarface, and the only reason that I love that movie and I could watch it on repeat is not because of the guns, the drugs, and the woman. It's not because of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's the only movie I've seen that shows you in detail the rise, the reign, and the fall of a drug lord. Every other movie shows you the rise, may show you the reign a little bit, or may skip over it, and maybe they show you the fall as well, but a little bit. Scarface was just full blown. A kid that came, well, not a kid, but a
I
man
love that movie so much, dude.
that came.
And
from
I really
nothing.
did say that was my favorite movie when like the whole like greet and meet, like you have to like know your coworkers.
And don't
like
say
Scarface.
don't none of y'all say that Casino does the same thing because it doesn't, because that's the
Kinda
reason.
does.
That guy made it out the other end and wrote a book about it.
Yeah,
Actually, I was going to say,
exactly.
have you seen that Tom Cruise movie that came out, American Made?
I saw
I
Vanilla
want to say
Sky.
yes, but
It's
I'm
a
not
little bit
What was it called again?
American Made.
Is that the one that he goes undercover for the government or some shit like that?
Yeah, he ends up becoming a government informant against the Medellin. And then he gets assassinated, like in Georgia.
What's the
I
one he
think.
did with Jamie Foxx? Collateral.
Collateral. Yeah,
You see that one?
Collateral's a great fucking movie. man.
Yeah, Collateral's the
Dude,
shit.
I would not show that to aliens. It would just be like, we got to kill them all. We got to kill them all now.
Hey, you could use this shit for your review shit. When,
Yeah, you should watch those movies, dude.
You shit.
Those are good fucking movies.
you know what I meant.
I know.
I was just
Fucking
trying
with
to be an asshole. That's what I do.
No, but the one I picked was Infinity War. Well, that was one of them. But the reason why I picked that movie is because, like you said, like you get to see the rise and fall of like a character, and you get to see multiple character arcs, like at I guess would be the peak because they're not. Well, I'm not spoiling anything yet, but like you get to see the character arcs at their peak, and some of them are getting like better, and just like all in all, like I know it's through like 20 something movies, but like just being able to see that movie like in the culmination that it brings is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
and that's like probably the first movie I've seen in IMAX in a very long time, and I don't fucking go out to see IMAX at all. I usually go to $5 Tuesday for most movies,
Of course.
but
I do too.
but that one I went out and saw twice, and I don't do that shit. I used to sneak into
Damn.
theaters just to see movies if I wanted to see them, but like that's
I've done that before. What movie did I see? I actually paid like 3 times to watch a movie at a theater, and it was only with that one movie. What movie was it?
Have you snuck in to watch one?
Fuck yeah, bro! You know what movie I snuck into and it was awesome.
Huh.
I have the fucking movie. Did you ever watch Black Dog with Patrick Swayze?
Oh shit!
No, that's the trucker, the one where he's a
Dude,
trucker, right?
The
Yeah.
trucker.
No.
You got-
Hey,
dude, it's
I
a fucking
snuck
awesome
in to watch the fucking Friday the 13th reboot. It was alright. I saw titties.
You're like,
I know. You know,
I'm
it's
glad
a
I
Friday the
saw titties.
13th reboot when there's tits. You know,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh man,
But it's alright.
I'm trying to remember. I think you were there, Freddie. Man, that kid that went up and read a list of jokes off on the open
Oh
mic.
yeah.
It was just like he was basically just doing one-liners after the other, and the one
Yeah.
that stuck with me was, "I like my coffee the way I like my women, titties."
Wait, who said that?
It was some
It was
kid that
a
showed up to the
random
open
guy
mic,
that
man.
went
Oh,
up
wow.
to joke.
Hey,
Yeah, it didn't sound like he'd worked on it too much. So like, I'm not, I don't feel too
Like,
bad.
I
throwing
like
he
that
was
the
out.
one-
rehearsing
I
it with
like
his
the one-
parents.
I wish him luck. I mean, fuck, man.
I
Wish
like
the
the one
best
that
of
he said. It was
Dance
funny, but it was like ha ha funny. It wasn't like you know what I'm saying?
You know, haha, funny.
Yeah, like ha ha retard. You know, like that type of funny.
I laughed, but
Hey,
it was sarcastically.
You want to hear the retard joke that I never say anymore? I know I'm not.
You're about to say it on the recorded fucking.
Yeah,
Go
might,
ahead.
might as well
Yeah.
because you just reminded me. You've heard it, right?
Probably.
Oh damn! See, you notice how earlier I'm like, I don't have a rape joke, right? He's like, no, but yeah, I do have a retard joke. Well, it wasn't too bad, dude.
Say the damn joke.
It got check it out, real quick before I say it. It's one of the fucking
Just tell it,
worst
man.
jokes I said. It's like what do you call it? I would say it, and sometimes it would work, and then I would say it, and it wouldn't work. Okay. I'm like, so I had sex earlier, and woo, right, people. I'm like with a retard, and woo, I do that, right? Just make it real fucking awkward, and then I'm like, wait, actually, dude, I'm not. You know, I'm not an animal. She wasn't retarded. She was just deaf. You know, like, chill out.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, chill out. You know, they said she might be retarded, you know, but those titties weren't retarded.
Oh, you said it Thursday, didn't you?
No.
You said it at the competition.
I said that at the competition. that's what probably got me second place, you know. Saying that joke,
Funny
fucking.
shit.
I don't know how I didn't get disqualified. Wait, did I? Who gives a shit? But,
That's
dude, it was such a
And-
bad. And then I like this part because it's like real fucking mamon. I'm like, you know what? I don't really think she was actually deaf, you know, because you know when I was banging her, you know, I was like hitting it. I'm like, yeah, take that, you fucking deaf whore, you know. And then she's like, and she's like moaning out the vowels, you know. She's like, eh. I mean, you got me doing it, so might as well, you know, go full titty.
I wasn't gonna stop you.
E. Oh.
I get it.
Oh. And then scene.
That was
That was one of the worst jokes I've ever
But
said.
that's
I don't
funny,
even know.
though.
But dude, it had the
Like, in the-
audience
in the-
going. You
in
know,
the- in
Let's
the
be
right-
honest. The use of the word retard was the least of your problems with that bit.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, that was that should have been the last thing that you should have worried about. Didn't I get mixed emotions when I say, and I think I used it yesterday or two.
it was just
this
like
Tuesday.
diarrhea from the mouth, you know. And I got people laughing at it. It was pretty cool.
And I got mixed emotions.
But
as
then
well.
I would say it, yeah, mixed emotions, and then I would
Yeah.
say it, like maybe another week or two later, and it wouldn't work, dude.
Yeah,
And I'd be like, "Fuck," you know, like it's like it doesn't matter on like the joke. It matters on how you deliver it,
yeah,
you know.
exactly.
And the audience too is a factor.
Well, 'cause
Know
what
your
I-
audience.
Exactly.
No doubt.
'Cause what I said was, I was talking about dating, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I don't have to date anymore. But when I normally do date, I date women in wheelchairs because I have the security that they will never walk out of my life. And yeah,
Damn.
that's A little late there, sir. A little late there. Right?
That's not nice.
And what Christian said, the lady, the white lady in the front, and that was right in the front in the corner seat.
Right.
That's exactly what she said. She was like, "Ha ha, that's not nice." And
Oh, that's not nice. Like,
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
no, she was like, "Ha, that's not nice." That's exactly what she said.
Hey,
And
because
then
it's not.
Then why laugh?
You
That's,
fucking,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And,
You
and
bad
what I told her was like, Sean was there. He was hosting. I was like, relax. These are fucking jokes, people. Relax. Chill the fuck out. And then I did my Bill Cosby joke, and yeah, they didn't. Oh, that was partially one of the rape jokes, but I changed it. And I changed it a lot. Remember what I said? You remember or no?
This is like an AA meeting. Hi, my name is Freddy. I've got a joke I'd like to run by y'all. You let me know if it's offensive.
Yeah, man. It was on the same subject when I was talking about dating, and I said I had it right now. That it's hard to convince a girl to stay after they see me when I pull up on a date. You know, you think ugly people have it bad, but try explaining this shit on a date. You know, and even after I do explain it, if they do stick around, if I ever want to have the chance to get laid, I damn near have to pull Bill Cosby on them. And see, what I haven't figured out yet is how do they drink the drink? But I'm the one that wakes up with a sore ass. I still don't.
You're gonna give them some pudding.
See, but on that one, someone like same thing. They were like ha ha, and the rest were like the same lady.
Yeah,
she was like,
that's not funny.
Exactly.
Disgusting.
Me too.
He said me too.
Yeah, well, guys, we are. I want to say at plus 2 hours at this point. So
Nice.
Holy shit.
go ahead.
Just chop it into two.
Huh?
Just chop it into two.
That's probably what he's gonna.
Oh, if you want to keep going, we can keep going. Yeah. Well, I'm trying
Does
to say this.
anybody-
I got to take a leak. Y'all gonna have to talk by yourselves for a second.
Yeah. Does anybody have a curfew?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
work
kidding.
tomorrow?
No, I'm off tomorrow. I'm good.
I work tomorrow, motherfuckers.
Oh, puss. Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
Puss.
what?
Puss.
Do you work tomorrow?
No.
Do you work at all?
Yes. Fuck.
Well, my dogs.
Why are you
are
looking at me like that?
that? The girls are probably hungry. That's the only thing.
I thought you
That'd be
said
fun.
you had kids. You didn't have kids.
We got 2 dogs.
Well, I mean, we treat them like kids, but they're dogs.
Oh, you fucking dog.
Hey, you're the one who assumed.
Yeah.
I said dogs, and then I said girls, and then he said,
I
kids?
didn't hear
Oh,
dogs.
puss.
so-
Okay.
My bad. Chris,
What up, man?
you don't have kids. I don't know why you even.
Yeah, I
fucking
do.
bother. You. Where did you steal them from?
I have income tax kids. Shout out to my bro. Man.
But yeah,
This is his joke.
the movies. My other 2 movies.
Oh
I
my
like to
gosh.
say.
Like,
Yes, because I've been waiting this whole
Forgot
fucking
about
time.
that.
Let's go for it, man. Go.
Damn, bro.
I-
10 years
I'm not gonna take your
later.
moment from you, bro.
All right,
Go
so the other
other
movie,
two?
the other movie I like.
The rule was one, by the way. Fuck.
I know, but these are honorable mentions. I would have said The Witch, but that like she already got that one. But Hereditary.
Have it too? Hereditary. I said that one
fun.
too. I only said 2 scary movies.
2?
Yes.
Fuck out of here. No, but like I feel like Hereditary is a really good movie, especially like in this age of like how scary movies have been.
Yeah.
More so like towards like the 1990s, the 1990s all the way up. Like we've had pretty shitty scary movies. We had The Exorcist in that movie. That movie wasn't like, I mean it's good, but I don't feel like it's that scary.
Which one, dude?
The Exorcist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
Yes. Fuck yeah, bro.
You-
But the original
Fuck,
one.
fuck yeah, what?
That you're saying I'm saying that's another badass one, but the original one, the one in the
that's
70s.
not what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm saying that
I took my headsets off. I'm sorry.
I was saying that I don't feel like The Exorcist is that scary. Like it's a decent scary movie, but for me, like,
Right.
But the original one,
yeah,
the one in the 70s,
watching it.
was
Yeah.
it the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a hard time watching it. Like
Why?
every time, like I put it on, I'd fall asleep.
So you didn't like the spider walk?
It wasn't really that big a
I
deal to
liked
me.
it.
But then again, like my brothers and sisters, they would fucking do that shit to try to scare me. So I guess
So I want to tag. Man, we should wait for your girlfriend. But 'cause I want to tag back on to what Sean said earlier about
let me finish my last movie first, then.
Oh fuck! I'm
You
sorry.
motherfuckers are still doing this?
Dude, I didn't even get to finish, man. Y'all cut me off like 4 times.
He's a movie enthusiast.
Dude, you got
remember?
like 5. And there was only one.
That's true.
Go for it, bro. What were the last two? What were the last two? Because I didn't hear.
I don't know. I was throwing shit from the sidelines.
The last movie that I would add to that list is Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh
Is
shit!
that-
Which version?
Is
Talking
there a newer version?
You talking about the '70s version with what's
The
his-
one with the guy.
Isn't
What's his name?
isn't Jurassic
He's in
Park?
curly-haired
Thor.
motherfucker?
Wait, Jeff Goldblum's is fucking in that one, dude.
That one. Yeah.
Dude, have you seen that one?
Right.
The
It's
one
like
with
the
Goldblum.
80s, right?
That one's like late 70s. Yeah.
Then that
I
one,
don't,
yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know. It's
I don't think it's the
late
original.
80s.
Because I heard that there's one where they throw up into water or some
I
shit.
didn't see all of it though.
There's I want to say the original one was from the 30s, maybe, or maybe it was the 50s. I don't know. Only a 20-year
Oh.
difference.
But yeah,
Oh.
they throw up in the water, right?
So it was a remake.
yeah.
Oh shit!
The one where they're like screaming at each other at the end.
And
That happens in the one in 78 or in
Okay.
the 70s.
Okay. So they made one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah. We're talking about the same one.
The original one in '56.
No.
The reboot.
No,
in
the 70.
70s.
Oh, okay.
There's another reboot in the 2000s, but that one's called Body Snatchers, I think.
I want to say what do we? Oh. I want to say one of them ends with like some small child being thrown out of a helicopter while he's doing that whole fucking bullshit.
For real?
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
I have a shitload of movies to watch.
Hey, you know what's another honorable mention for me? I haven't said my other two.
You did. You said like 5.
Hey, no, my last two, dude. The Graduate. Have you seen that one? Oh, that's fucking, I like.
No.
It.
Why The Graduate?
Huh? It's fucking cool, dude. Or no?
I like the song, but I mean, you know.
Wait, you seen The Graduate?
No, I've seen them.
Have
I
you
saw it
seen The
one.
Graduate?
That was one of those movies I saw one time
I
because
don't
somebody
feel
told
like
me
I
I
have.
had to, and
me
then
neither.
I decided
No
I
idea.
wasted my time.
Oh,
I don't like the movie, man.
why
It's
don't
just,
you like it, dude?
because it's just kind of like fucking. At the end, they're just kind of sitting there, and you go, "Yes, you're both fucking shitty people."
That's why I can relate.
Because that's the way the movie ends. Is they're basically just sitting there, like they should be all like, "Yeah," and then they
Yeah.
just kind of like look at each other
used-
and then like look away, and it's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
They're just shitty people.
Did
No,
you
I
get-
like it because it's like it shows how fucking relationships can be, dude.
Yeah, I get that, man. That's the argument that gets made for it. Is they're fighting for the relationship rather than actually
That's-
stopping to think like, do I actually like this person?
That's why, dude.
Yeah. Well,
So
What?
so now that you got your fucking 10 movies in,
And A Clockwork Orange.
all right. So Ray, just to be clear, it was Avengers, damn it, Infinity War,
Hereditary.
Avengers, Infinity War, Hereditary, and
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Invasion.
right on.
cool. Going back to what Sean was saying earlier, and correct me if because I might have missed some of that, but when he asked you where you want to go with your movie reviews, like what is it exactly that, like what is your main goal and what is your final goal?
Well, my main goal is to at least create a script. Like I do things step by step. I don't necessarily like see like all the way out there. Like I take it step by step and see where it goes. Because like I feel like when you like try to go for the goal, like sometimes you try to do all the shit at the same time,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
All right, let me step the question back a little bit. What do you, this time next year, what is it you want to have set up?
Good
as far as-
question. Why is your girlfriend laughing?
Oh,
Why are you laughing?
shade.
Well, shit. Right now, the most important goal is to just graduate, like school.
Right on.
But on the back burner, I do want to start like writing. I want to at least create like a story, like a good story, but I don't want to like publish it
Right.
necessarily because I like to do things, but then redo them and keep improving.
Right.
So, like, I want to create a story for like a horror movie, but I don't want to like just push it out there because I know like if I were to create it right now, like it's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of editing to get it to where I want it.
So in the next year, you want to at least have the screenplay put down. First draft.
Yeah.
Right on.
Nice. And my interest.
You trying to fight?
Y'all can fucking fight when we're done.
He already
I
said he
have
had the boxing gloves.
I got the gloves, so y'all chill the fuck out. My question was more towards your podcast. There's a reason as to why I'm asking. I'm not asking you this for shits and giggles.
My goal as far as the podcast, I just want to get a broader like base of people like watching it. Like I feel like we've done pretty good so far. Cause
Dude, I'm not talking shit. I'm really not. I mean it, and I'm not being sarcastic. With 75 subscribers, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but that sounds pretty successful to me. We have 9, dude. I'm not ashamed to say it, but we have 9. It's growing. We're going to have 10 by tomorrow. Somebody hit me on the text, and they were like, I'm going to subscribe right now, but I don't have a signal. So hopefully by the time they get home.
Freddy, you got to wait till we have the Patreon up before you start making them feel bad for us.
Go
I was
fund me.
gonna do that, dude.
They'll still feel bad.
No, but it's not bad to have 9. What did we start out with?
Oh, hey, 5th honorable mention.
Make it quick.
Dazed and confused.
Get the fuck out of here with
What,
this.
dude?
He's
like
trying to make you happy.
I was like,
Look, man, if you're gonna go with Richard Linklater, at least go with like I don't know, Waking Life.
I haven't seen that one.
I will admit, Dazed and
Wait.
Confused is a badass movie.
Wait, the director
He's
made that
definitely
one? Which
better.
one?
Waking Life?
Waking Life.
That's the one about lucid dreaming.
It's a what?
I said he's definitely
Yeah,
a
right,
better
this shit.
like
Yeah,
video
I
or
haven't
movie
seen that one,
connoisseur
dude.
than we
Waking.
are. Like we watch movies, but not on this guy's level. But
Well,
I got a lot of free time on my hands, man.
Man, if you're in that category podcast, you might want to. This is why I'm asking. Because me and Sean have been throwing around ideas. Nothing solid yet, but we've been throwing around ideas, and we like to. I'll include myself. I won't include Sean because maybe Sean feels different. But I like to, as we are growing, because this is our shit. I'm about like helping other people like yourself and creators that create shit, you know. So everybody, we all need that push and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But how can I put this? Yeah, we need that push. So my point is, like, I have an idea of not only like cross promotion, but I had an idea of like, I don't know what to call it, like a cross podcast type of thing, where
I know what you're talking about. Like where you have like the camera like in front of both of you, and y'all are like talking to each other.
no man, that's not.
then-
I didn't mean it literally. But that's a good idea though. That's not what I meant though. Like
Cross
you-
podcast?
yeah, like you bring like you have a podcast, and then
both recording.
y'all
right?
come and y'all are featured on our podcast, but then we like basically this episode happens on both.
Okay.
And you get what the fuck is that called?
It's fucking. I know Doug Stanhope calls it crosscast or something like that.
That shit.
What's the format for y'all's podcast?
Video.
You laugh. Is there no format?
You guys, like, we just do it for fun. Like, it's just a hobby for us. It's just an interest that we have. And then we see other people with similar interests as well. Like, we also look up other people with, like, the same type of movie reviews that we see on YouTube. And we're like, okay, well, I know we saw this movie and we want to see this movie next. So we also want to talk about it. And we comment on their stuff. And then some folks comment on our... We just do it as a hobby. We don't do it as, like...
Okay, you don't have like a structure to it.
No,
like,
no.
Talk
We
15
honestly,
minutes about plot and then 15 minutes about character.
I mean, we have kind of
we try to do that, but that's kind of hard to do.
We just more so, we don't really go in depth. Like, we're not like movie critics.
So are you
it's
not
just more
trying
so
to grow
like,
your audience?
No, we are,
what?
but
no, it's a different. That's why I was asking about the format because like I
yeah.
got the impression like what y'all are doing is it like if you took this audio and put it out as an episode of your podcast, people would be confused as fuck.
Yeah. So
we honestly we just do whatever
okay.
Because
Well, that's what I was.
We've
trying to
even
get at.
had like random like videos like Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah,
like we just do whatever is interesting to
and
us.
that's fine. That's what we do.
Huh? What?
That's what I'm saying. That's what we do. But my intention was to help y'all grow your audience and for y'all to help us grow.
Actually, let me throw an
can.
idea out here. If you and this, the only reason I'm throwing this out here rather than wait until afterwards is because this is one of those ideas where it's like you could just copy this with anybody. But basically, we'll get a list of movies together. Maybe see who hasn't seen what. Sit down and watch a film.
Yeah.
It's like we'll compare notes and see.
We could do that. Like,
and then you're
whatever.
saying, hold on.
fun.
And then you're saying, record it as it's happening and we're watching. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's like we watch it and then we come back and we talk about it.
We just sit down together, watch the movie.
That
and then,
actually sounds.
Honestly, do you want to know?
Who's bringing the weed? Everybody got quiet when I said that shit.
No, y'all, I mean, y'all are at no, because you're asking what our structure is. Our main thing is like what are our likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. We talk about when it comes to superhero movies, it has like was the villain good? What did we like? Was it what was effective? How do we feel when we watched it? It's
what
just
could they
simple
change?
things like that. Yeah, like what would we improve? What would we be changing?
Sean,
right?
Would that fit in what we're doing, or like would that be a separate category? How would we work that in? Would that be possible?
I don't know, man. Well, that's what I was.
Because
we can talk about the details off camera, man. But like, if you want to throw out ideas, man, you gotta match format for format, man. Yeah. Like y'all were saying, y'all have a video podcast. So
honestly,
if you just had like a blank card up with like, I mean, even if it was
we've
still
had
images.
one, but we've had we used to have a format when we started, but we noticed that like you have to change it up because people tend to lose interest. People tend to lose interest whenever it's whenever they know what you're gonna do. So yeah, we try to do everything that we've seen other people blow up on YouTube. I mean, we don't blow up as fast as they do, but you gotta try.
I mean, the reaction video is a weird thing because I've sometimes I'll go down a rabbit hole and just watch find a channel that I like the way they're doing it, and I'll just watch the whole whatever what sort of playlist that they have, and it's some people they get into it, they grab a format, and people are just I like this, and then you kind of see other people trying to work it around, okay, I'm not getting in a growth on audience with this, so let me try to add this. Oh, people like this, and then you know what I mean.
Well, you can't just. That's the thing.
Luck
about
has
YouTube.
to play into it a little bit, but
well, that's the thing with YouTube though. The way they've like structured YouTube as of lately, it fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, it
like
does.
Yeah.
when I first got into YouTube, I used to work with this friend from high school, and we would edit like trailers and stuff.
Right.
And we ran this little competition where we're gonna see who got the most views. I mean, I fucking won. I got like 30. I got 30-something thousand views.
And not
On
to 30,000.
Yeah.
I
Like, you
thought
can
he was
check-
gonna
Nice.
say 30 and shit. I was just like,
No, but he was getting 1,000 too. Like he was getting like
Right on.
at least a K or so. And like I was like, okay, well, like after we had stopped the competition, I was like,
would
okay,
you
well,
like to be our intern for marketing?
Let him finish the
I
story.
mean, sure, but I was like, I saw that success, and I was like, well, maybe I should try doing this again, which is like as of recently, it's been like maybe like 5-6 years, or no, like 10 years.
That's how you
and,
got into the doing clip editing videos and putting them together.
Yeah. It's been 10 years since I did it, and then like we decided to make the YouTube channel, and I was like, okay, this is gonna go great. Like all I got to do is make the videos the same way I did. The shit doesn't work anymore. Like,
yeah.
like the audience has changed. I don't even know what people view YouTube really.
There is, man, but I'll be honest with you. A lot of
Vloggers.
people are watching literally the stupid shit. Like it's an
Yeah.
example. An example. I'm being serious. Like the 2-year-old running into a door, and that shit gets like 10 million views. Literally.
Yeah, but that shit's not. That's fucked up. Like you're watching
Yeah.
a kid.
No,
run
no,
into-
no, no, no.
Here's the thing,
I'm
though,
not
man.
saying I agree to you. I'm just answering your question of like, what are they gravitating
I think
to?
that might be
You know
an
what I'm saying?
overgeneralization, though, man, because you're talking about close to like a 2 billion user count at this point for YouTube. So, I mean, really at this point, it's what is your. You're not just talking about the demographic of YouTube, which does have a demographic, but within that, you have specific demographics, and some of them are very niche, very small, and are not going to push the numbers in a way that's going to benefit you from YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like the best way for you to get like your name out there is just to tell everybody.
That's
Fucking
what we've
post that
been
shit
doing,
Yeah, to
over and
market
over.
yourself, yeah.
I've told my grandma to tell everybody at her
Oh,
daycare,
plus your gram.
and I tell everybody, bro.
Then you got to tell
That's
her
how
how to
my
use
conversation
it.
starts. Hi, my name is Freddy. I'm handicapped. I got this YouTube channel, bro. Check it out. Look, watch. That's how we got 9 subscribers.
But you got to make sure people fucking subscribe, because like
Yeah.
the thing about like subscriptions is,
Huh?
Sweet.
Y'all have 9 now.
Yeah.
but
9.
like the thing about subscriptions is like
We've
I-
had 9,
No, I said 8, bro. I just subscribed right now.
so then it's 10 because we've had 9 since yesterday.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
subscribed yesterday. But
And I gotta subscribe too. I'll subscribe. There you go.
All right.
All right.
but the thing about people like subscribing, like a lot of times, if you don't post shit for a while, they'll like
They'll
they'll unsub.
Yeah.
No, but me and Sean are good. That's what we got to schedule. We actually ran into a little problem because it's my fault and shit. But we even worked that out to where the content's not gonna stop. So you know what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah, the content people today. What I've learned, to go back to your question, is that they're just content hungry. So as long as you put, because motherfuckers have a really short attention span, bro. Like, you have like 15, 20 seconds if you're lucky to, you know what I'm saying? So the way, I mean, it sounds fucked up, but the way to keep their attention is just keep pushing.
Right, but
Like
even
you-
with like YouTube, man, if they don't subscribe to your shit, or if they're not actively seeking out your shit on a regular basis, YouTube will stop showing them. Like I've noticed with some of the analytic numbers from the YouTube channel so far, we have gotten clicks on from like front page suggestions. Like
Yeah.
people have been shown our video as an option and they fucking clicked on it,
But
which
see,
is
How
cool.
many views do y'all
that's
get?
why.
So far, we've got
How many views?
Yeah.
I checked yesterday, we had 217.
Like y'all see, like we have a few more, like we have more subscribers, but we don't get that many views. What counts is the views, guys. Like y'all be getting a lot more views than we do.
That's the thing, though. They keep oscillating what they're taking account of, right? Like, is it view time? Is it how many individual views? And then you have the subscriber counts, and then they've got that weird notification thing where it's like, well, how many of your subscribers
your own
want
views
emails?
don't count, right? I know that's a stupid question.
No,
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
They do?
Shut up.
After like 2, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, like they count them? Like
Yeah.
what?
Sometimes.
I think we should.
Well, then that
I mean,
sucks
I
for
don't
me
want to
as an
be.
artist.
Well, let's talk about this after the podcast.
Yeah, I was about to say because I don't think the listeners don't give a fuck.
We're like, okay, we've already signed up.
But yeah, what I was gonna say in regards to that now, like to the content of the podcast was, yeah, dude, just it has changed. I understand your struggle, but as long as my point that as long as you keep putting, like, everybody now is on demand. Why do you think Netflix is now bigger than Disney? Because people don't have time to, like.
Okay,
You're
but
kidding, right?
dude,
No,
this goes.
That's an exaggeration, right?
No, that's what.
Yeah, that's a little bit hyperbolic. Netflix is not bigger than Disney.
Yeah, let's.
No,
hold
they
on.
are. I read that.
They just bought out Fox. Hold on, like.
No, I literally read that Netflix is now worth it. Somebody Google that shit. Fact check me.
Damn.
That they're worth more.
This was
than,
going to what I was saying about YouTube, man. Netflix realized at some point that if they just pick up, like, if any piece of content has an audience, like, even if the audience is small, that is still an audience that will continue to view that. Like, so they pick up like these little shows along the way. That,
Midget
like,
wrestling.
They probably have that on there.
You said little shows.
No, there's actually a reality show right now, like something about Little Lives or something. It's
What's it called?
I don't.
It's like a reality show, right?
Yeah.
About little people.
Yeah,
Little people, big world.
that's probably it. Yeah.
It's a family of little people
Okay.
in a big. That's what it's
Okay.
called.
Yeah, no, that's what it's
It's
called.
a reality show. Yeah, it's
Hey,
been huge.
fact check me on that Netflix thing. I swear I could have sworn that's what I wrote. That's what I read that Netflix is now worth more than Disney.
If Netflix is worth more, like dollar,
Yeah.
like I really because Disney owns a lot, dude.
Yeah, I
They
know.
own.
They may have been
so
talking about the
much.
streaming service because Disney just started their own streaming service
Yeah.
not too long ago. I would
Put Disney net worth. Somebody put Disney net worth, and then Netflix,
92 billion.
and then put Netflix net worth.
Oh, but this is on 2016.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay, 92.
I'm pretty sure they'll put like
Netflix network.
Ooh, Google it, bitch. Google that
He's
shit.
saying-
2.3 billion.
Huh?
2.3 billion.
The fuck are you reading?
Where is it?
All right, so what did you read, Freddie?
Wait,
What's the number?
read
what
what you
was
said.
the Disney thing?
92 billion.
Netflix
With a
is
B.
worth, according to Wall Street Market, 149.6 billion.
And then what is that? Is that what year is that?
That is as of 2017.
And then do you have as of for Disney? For the Disney?
Oh wait, it is.
Bro,
It is.
And then do you have Disney?
Well, hold on. Are you talking Disney Corporation?
as
Disney?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because they own so much.
Yeah. Well,
I'm reading it now. You're right, Freddie. You fucking asshole. It says Netflix is now worth more than Disney. How much is Netflix? Wait.
How though? How?
Wait, hold on.
I'm telling you, I can see it. I can just.
There was
how
an
many-
article recently about this.
Oh, now you're talking about the article.
And then,
that
yeah, it says it's as of June 2018, it's worth 141.9. Is that the one you said?
Yeah.
Right? That's the one you said?
149.6.
Huh? 101?
149.6. And I got this from the Wall Street shit.
Okay, cool.
okay.
So
And then there's
So
an
the
article.
mouse has been
There's an
dethroned.
article. Netflix might soon be worth more than Disney. So I'm like, you fucking asshole.
Okay.
Yeah, but this was in April. This was in April. So they probably
The thing
passed
about
one.
that is like there's no way that they're gonna be worth more than Disney. Disney has they bought
It's
out
probably
Fox,
still
which means they're gonna have
getting all controversial.
extra-
Fucking Freddy.
they're gonna have extra revenue coming in next year.
Netflix is still growing as well. That's what I'm saying. Look, honestly, I'm not defending Netflix. I mean, I could. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is I'm telling you what I read, and my only point is I'm coming back to my main point. My main point is eyeballs on your channel. Is what's gonna be the revenue. Second thing is that people today, they're like on demand. Like I really do believe that if DirecTV, Time Warner, if they don't jump on this like on demand today shit, like they're gonna fall behind because like ain't nobody got time. Oh, my show comes out at 8. Like I gotta watch it at 8. You know what I'm saying? Like people now want to watch shit when they want to watch it, when they have time, when they, you know what I mean?
And because of that, honestly, we've noticed that we get more views when we have shorter videos as opposed to longer videos because of that on-demand stuff. Like people have a short attention span.
Videos.
Well, here's the weird thing. Okay, we've got 200 views, and I'm remembering these analytics.
217, bro.
I don't care yet. When it hits 1,000 views or 4,000 or whatever that magic number is, where YouTube starts giving you money. But here's what I'm saying. Not that I don't appreciate all of the views that we get. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, we love you.
Hi, Mom.
But what I was saying was, the average view time is only like 7 minutes, but we've got upwards of 1,000 like minutes worth of view time.
And
so
that's
like
a good time, that like 7.
So that means most people are watching that 7 minutes, and then somebody out there is watching like the whole 3-hour fucking podcast.
Yeah, my friend Joe. My friend, shout out to Joe. I can't say his last name.
Is Joe the one that commented on the? Okay.
Shout out to Joe because Joe's seen every episode and all of its entirety because he's asked me questions. He was like, "Hey, dude, what that guy said, I fact checked it. That is not true. Tell him I said." He literally told me that.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so
like,
great,
that
man.
involved. That's good.
Yeah, so that's what you want. I need more Joes. Is all the fuck I'm saying. So and that's what
Hey, Joe.
creates.
We love you, Joe.
Hi.
We love you, Joe. Approve my time. Anyway, that's y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
Do I need to cut that bit out? Don't even think about it, Freddie. Just keep moving.
Yeah.
Just keep moving.
That's a guess.
Yeah, but
We need more
more
eyeballs.
views,
Yeah.
more
All right.
eyeballs.
Now that we've talked about social media, I think we should go ahead and wrap up. I do want to make sure to get you all's social medias. I know you got the SoundCloud with the Lonely Pizza Project and all that. Did you not want to talk about that? You're smirking.
Yeah.
She's not a mic stand, bro.
Well, she said we were sharing.
Yeah, I was like,
Well, no, yeah. It's soundcloud.com/ fuck, I don't remember, bro.
It's not.
But
It's not Lonely Pizza.
I think it's like the Lonely Pizza. Or
We've
Lonely
got an
Pizza.
album out somewhere, right?
But yeah, the album's on Bandcamp.
Okay.
It's called bandcamp.com/ The Lonely Pizza.
Right on.
And yeah, you can listen to my LP there, and Facebook page Lonely Pizza.
Do you want to
Instagram?
Do you want to promote your comedy? Or?
Oh, my comedy, Christian Oviedo comedy. I think.
Do you have anything coming up? Do you have any shows?
Yeah, dude. I'm doing. You're hearing it here first. I'm doing some time at Cena next week for what's his name? The Tim or the bald dude, Tim what?
Schwartz.
No, wait. Yeah, I think. Wait, is that the bald dude? The dude with the mustache and he's bald. The one that you said. The
older guy.
No, was it you that told me
oh my god.
that he dressed up as Carl?
No, that wasn't me. That was
So, oh no, Roy said that. Roy
was talking about.
Who
it.
said? Who did he say, dude?
Tim Mathis.
Tim Mathis.
yes.
Are you here? Damn, I totally fucked that up. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't hear this. But I'm opening up for Tim Mathis. He's a funny dude.
Awesome.
Right? He's funny. Have you seen him?
Did y'all want to promote?
I haven't seen a long set. I've seen clips.
Sure.
Y'all's social media and y'all's thing.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, if y'all want to, I mean, I know you strongly said it's a hobby and shit, but
The what? It's a hobby.
yeah. But I mean, do y'all want to promote it and shit?
Yeah.
I strongly suggest that you do, but it's up to y'all.
Yeah. Well, our YouTube channel is Ray and Lonnie's Reviews. It's we've had a tough time with people finding it, so I had chopped the apostrophe out of the Lonnie's, but it's RAY and then LONIS. And
that's my nickname, by the way.
And it's reviews. Our other forms of social media. I have a Mortal Kombat and Injustice news Instagram.
Really
Holy
cool.
shit, that's crazy.
He even puts like Mortal Kombat like comics, like the whole comic like cartoon like on there that you can read
Bro,
through.
what
It's
the
so
fuck
cool.
are you doing? You're actually talented. I just say jokes. And most of them don't even work, as you can tell.
We laugh.
Man,
We laugh.
I just do this stuff for fun.
Yeah.
Like, this stuff
What's
I
what's
enjoy.
the Instagram handle?
Fuck, I can't remember the name specifically, but it
You
has to be.
motherfuckers are the
has to be,
shittiest.
Look it up real quick.
Has to be. Hold on.
I might, because I also have a YouTube channel, but it's like I don't really have anything yet. I just have like one video of a recipe of how to make chicken pot pie.
I was about
Chicken
to
pot
say
pie.
that. I was going to say, it's probably some cooking
Yes.
shit.
Hey, but I mean, honestly, like I talked to Ray about it. Like I might possibly, because I'm also a fitness instructor, and I do have like I teach dance fitness. It's kind of like Zumba, but I have like different genres. I have African music, I have pop music, hip hop, EDM, everything, and I have it's like maybe like fitness stuff, maybe cooking stuff, maybe beauty stuff. But this is like you know that demographic is of course more so girls, women.
Hey, women listen to us too, I hope.
No, I'm saying like, well, I'm just saying like.
Hi, Mom.
So if you are interested in that, maybe I've been talking to Ray about it, and not that I haven't done it yet, but it's a stretch from our main channel, which is Ray Lonnie's Reviews.
Okay.
So if you keep up with that, then you'll see that whenever I put that stuff up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you have your Instagram?
Chicken pot
My-
pie.
My Instagram
favorite
is Mortal
things.
Kombat _NetherRealm_ news, or you should be able to find it as NetherRealm News. But as of lately, there hasn't been any news for like the NetherRealm. So
Right on.
What
But
is
you,
your profile
you have
picture?
stuff posted up on there, right?
yeah,
Okay.
or no, my face isn't on there.
Well, what's
Oh,
the
okay.
profile
But I mean,
picture?
there's content on there.
Oh, yeah,
if
there's
somebody
content.
goes to the Instagram, there's content.
Yeah,
up there.
you should find it right now. I have 1,949 followers, so you should be able to find me on there. The other social media I have is just my our Facebooks. You could find me as never mind. Don't look me up on Facebook. I don't want any weird comments. But
This is why you have a public page, man. You keep it away from your private shit.
and then public.
well, I
You
do
don't
have a
have
page.
a
I just don't
public
know.
one, though.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah, it's
How the fuck do you?
Modern age, man.
Dude,
you got like 6
we're
accounts.
Not, we're not at that level. We're just doing this.
No, but that's good. You're working on the content.
We're
rather
working
than
on
the,
it,
Than the
yeah.
commercialization.
Clearly, we're amateurs at
You don't want to get that backwards. You selling people shit, and then you're like, wait, I
I know.
don't have shit to sell.
I was just saying we got the main channel, Ray and Lonnie's Review.
We also have it on Facebook, but we don't really post as much on Facebook.
Yeah, the Ray and Lonnie's Reviews. Yeah, we have that page on Facebook. But yeah, the YouTube channel is the best way to go.
Awesome.
That's the video.
And you already gave yours. Yeah, he already.
Hold on.
No, he gave his already.
Yeah, we covered Christian. It's
I
good.
don't have much service, so I can't go to my page.
Well, you can
you
always
can-
link
okay,
it, right?
you can-
In the YouTube, you can always
Yeah,
link
we
it.
can link you.
Yeah.
Next time, connect
yeah.
to the
Information.
Wi-Fi. I'm sorry if I didn't tell you.
I'm trying to get the format down. Like, you notice some some videos you'll go to, even the well-produced ones, they like the links that they have down in the.
Don't
They're
really
like, we have the links down
work.
below, and then you go and look at them. And it's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
So
we don't really even share our links on the page.
Yeah.
On the YouTube page. But yeah, it's,
my understanding is it's a little bit more difficult now to share the YouTube videos to Facebook than it used to be. And I have
I
noticed
do it in 2 clicks, so I don't know what the fuck you're
No, you just share it. It should
Well, no,
be
you
those-
can still share it. Like I share our episodes all the time, but it's a little bit like I know back in like maybe 2015, 2014, you would get the whole video player like right there. So when you clicked on the link, it wouldn't take you off page. You would,
Oh no, no.
Yeah, they won't
It's
do that
not
anymore.
Yeah.
which was a lot more convenient because if somebody was using say
A phone or
mobile,
whatever,
they wouldn't have to because there is a lot of shit with the audio podcast. Not so much from this one, because I don't think we get much traffic on the audio for this, which, by the way, if you want to listen to audio, go download the damn podcast. Subscribe, RSS feed, y'all. But I would put up the links for the audio podcasts I was doing, and people would click it in mobile, and it wouldn't allow them to use the player once they got to the page. So it's just a little things like that where there's just minor inconveniences where if you're not aware of them, people might want to look at your shit.
But they can't or don't know how.
Yeah, but as you can still put up the YouTube links, and they'll open up in your browser, or most people have the YouTube app on their phone at this point, I think.
Yeah.
So
But what I noticed is I did edit a video for it was like a Dragon Ball Super video, and like it was pretty fucking hilarious, I think. But yeah, I had a friend post it, and he posted it somewhere on one of the DBZ pages, and it got like 1,000 views. But like I posted it on fucking YouTube, and I think I only have like 130 or so.
Oh, you mean he posted the video directly onto the forum?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the video that was saved to my page. It wasn't a link from YouTube. And like it pissed me off because it's like, well, I mean, I should be able to have this many views, so I tried to post the link from the YouTube channel, but like it doesn't hit like my Facebook does.
Right, man.
I see what you're saying.
I've had
That happened to me when I posted my very, very first performance video. I posted it on Facebook, and I literally got like 338 views. I posted it at the same time on YouTube. And till this day, it's been 6 months later, and I got 75 views on that bitch.
Well, it's not a bad cutoff though.
From 330, I don't know how the fuck you're doing math, but
I mean,
look, man. I mean,
like,
I think we can all agree.
compared to
Like,
mine,
depending
it
on
suck. Mine sucks. Yours is like at least a little better because at least you got close to half of those views. Like I didn't get close to half.
Wait, close to. Do you think 75 is half of 300?
that's why I said I don't know where the fuck your math
I said close
is.
to half.
330 to 75?
Okay, what I'm saying is 100 to 1,000. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There's a bigger.
I don't know if
Yeah.
this is the exact case, man, but I would assume like if somebody's on a Dragon Ball Z forum and somebody posts up a video, you go like, okay, there's like they know if they post some shit video, we're gonna fucking bag on them. So like this is probably a good video. I'm gonna watch it. Whereas like something like YouTube, a suggestion comes up for Dragon Ball Z video, and you're like, Jesus, fucking number 1,005,000. So I think it has a lot to do with where they're running into the content.
But what I was saying was I shared that link from the YouTube channel onto Facebook, onto that same forum.
Oh, okay.
And it didn't resonate the same way.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I understood exactly what he said. That's why I was giving you that, like, you know what I'm saying? But then I understand that you're saying, like, 100 to 1,000. That is a huge difference.
Yeah. It's not as, not.
And literally, I just looked at my video today, actually, and I have 75 views. And it was posted 6 months ago. But the one on YouTube, I had like 330 something or 40 something or some shit.
The more I listen to some of these content creators when they actually kind of sit down and go like, "Hey, this is what I figured out worked." One of the things that keeps coming up over and over again is having that that strategic mindset when posting up stuff. Like, look, I'm going to post the video, the content, whatever it is, here, and then distribute links that come back to this one specific place. One, so that you have all the analytics for how many people are actually seeing this piece of content, as opposed to just kind of putting it out there and letting people share it around where it's posted kind of everywhere.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but again,
ways.
I think luck has a little more involved with it with the second model though.
I don't think the listeners give a fuck about this part. We can
Probably
continue.
not. We were trying to close this out.
Yeah,
how many times?
We can continue talking about this. It's just not on there because I don't think they give a fuck about it. They're like, they probably clicked off. They would click off by now.
Probably. Well, throw out your social media there, and I'll close this up. And
I'm Freddy G. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Freddy G across the board.
You can find me at hatfieldstandup@gmail.com, as well as on Facebook and Twitter. Guys, it was really great having you in there, guys and gal. What are we talking about?
The email.
Oh, email account. Yes, of course. If you want to, completely forgot about that shit. If you want to find, if you want to get,
we have 9 people.
if you want to get in contact with us, if you'd like to let us know how you're feeling, or just to bitch us out online, you can send us an email at bouncingbrainspodcast@gmail.com. And as always, you can leave a comment on YouTube. We are Bouncing Brains on YouTube. And
Yeah.
oh, you can find the audio version of this podcast at shoutengine.com/Bouncing Brains.
Yes, sir. And until next time we meet your mom, have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Your mom, have a good night.